Oh, I don't know, maybe I'll look around. Yeah, I did. Well, a little bit of housework today. Emptied the dishwasher, and I got a load of clothes in the laundry, which should be just about ready to transfer over to the dryer. And I had a couple drawers, and looked like a couple pieces of moose mouse poop in them. So I took everything out, washed everything, and put it all back. Put a new shelf liner in. And
Guess who's first?
AZ, I bet.
Yeah, that's it.
Ready. Yeah, he was. Then Edward, then Dominic. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, you're right on top of it there tonight. Okay, I just got to put the pop-up chat up over there. And we'll cancel that over there. Okay, where's the dog dishes here? Oh, what's now, First, go feed the hounds.
They deserve it.
All right.
Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Dominic.
Evening, all.
So how are you doing, Dominic?
Yeah, it's all right.
This is Thursday morning for you, right?
Yeah, sunny Thursday morning today. Yesterday was a really dreary day.
Ed Hassick said he almost had AZ beat us first, but he came in second. Good evening.
I hit it. I hit the video link as quickly as the YouTube notification came on. So yeah. I don't know how he does it.
AZ is on top of it. So how are you feeling, AZ? You had your back treatment today. I hope it all went well for you, AZ. So, Dominic, how's everything going down there in Australia?
Oh, well, it's a nicer day today, at least.
That's good.
Little bit warmer. A couple of degrees Celsius warmer.
As you can see here, it's just another blase day out of a string of blase days.
Yeah.
I did get out this afternoon and flew a ship, and all of a sudden I went to take off to catch the ship, and it came up, you're not signed in on my DJI smart controller. And I tried everything to sign it in. So I just flew it the way it was, and I only got the one side of the ship and got it down and whatever. But I don't know. But I brought it back, fired it up, went through the whole thing about signing in, and I think what it was is because I didn't have internet connection where I was at. I came home and it linked up to my internet, and sedation made it miserable. Oh yeah, I get it, AZ.
Oh, you're hungry. Yeah.
AZ said it's going to take him a day or so to recovery, Paul.
Yeah, well, sorry to hear that, AZ. That's I'm not doing
the sedation was tough on him.
The sedation made it miserable. Oh, thought that would have made it better, not worse.
Well, when you sometimes they give you sedation and it makes you sick up to your stomach.
Well, I had my back operation. I was in the hospital 7 days. I said, when can I go home? They said, when you can climb that set of stairs over there, it's like a platform, 3 steps up, 3 steps down. You can do that, you can go home. Get me over there now. I'm ready.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing, buddy?
Yes, Chuck.
Yeah, well, AZ, I hope you get better soon. Real soon, you're feeling back to normal somewhat. I know anytime you had any kind of a surgical thing, it takes a while. Hey, Marshall, Arizona Street Media, and here's Chuck.
I'm here. I'm just getting the chat popped out.
Okay.
There we go. Chat popped out.
Yay.
We're back. Dominic.
Yes. Good evening.
Good anything.
It's for Dominic.
Good.
It's good morning, but yes.
It's good. It's good
Yeah, that's why I
everything.
say good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say good everything because like my good friend Keith over at the K Spot in Thailand, it's like 11. He's 11 hours ahead of me. I think Dominic's. How far are you ahead of Eastern time? It's
16.
Jeez, way ahead, man.
So Keith would be 5 behind me then.
Yeah, well, he's right in the middle of Thailand, so below China
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So this whole drone thing makes us all like international. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of the best part of being part of this stuff is you get to talk to people all around the world. And look how easy we can talk to one another. It's insane.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather here's been crappy for days and gonna be
Oh, it
crappy
looks
for
like-
days. And Paul's got three aerials to do tomorrow in this. He only lives 100 miles away from me.
Sorry
Yeah.
to hear that, Paul. I haven't flown in a long time. The weather's
I
just
flew a
been-
ship today and I posted it.
Yeah, I see that. I haven't looked at it yet.
It was kind of yucky out, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, it sucks. Flying in shit weather is not fun. It's actually if you can keep the lens dry, that's the problem. Like when I fly the Mavic 3 or whatever, and a little bit of a sprinkle, it's not a problem for the drone, but you get all those little water droplets on the lens.
Yes.
Well, I went to Woodstock and it was about a quarter mile visibility on the road. Like it was foggy, but you couldn't see the top of the trees. But I got to Woodstock and it was like an eighth of a mile. I'm just going, oh, you know.
And then if your sensors get wet, I think all kinds of havoc can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, it was Keith. Keith at the K-Spot told me that he was flying at the time, a Mavic 2 Zoom back in the day. And it was foggy and his sensors couldn't see, so they like wouldn't let him land or something.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, some really weird stuff can happen. Gotta be careful.
Here's
So
the ship I did today.
Yeah.
All right, we're
What's
waiting.
up?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing about it is I took off with my smart controller and I went to go and it says you're out of limits. It says you're not signed in. You're not signed in. So it limited my height and my range.
Oh boy.
And
That one has
so
some scuffs on it. That's been
Oh, yeah.
around.
that's 19. I think it was built in 47.
Oh yeah, she has some miles on her. She's been around.
Well, if it wasn't for the red there, you would think that was you shot it in black and white.
Yeah.
I know, it's right. Yeah, look how flat the colors are.
Hey,
Paul, did you film in D-Log on mistake? It really almost looks like D-Log,
no.
doesn't
It
it?
must
It
be
looks
just
like
a D-Log day.
or like D-Cinelike or something. Yeah, it's a D-Log day.
We have many of those.
Yeah, but you could pop up the color a little bit and it looked pretty cool because the rest of it could stay kind of flat. Kind of nice.
Yeah. That's a July day for us.
Yeah, it almost makes the ship stand out a little bit better.
Yeah, it does. It's cool.
Matt could get some pointers from this.
Yeah.
Matt can get some pointers from this.
We can make a decent video for once.
Did he got a Mavic 3, didn't he? Or Mavic 3 Classic? Did he get one? Justin?
I don't know why. Did he
Oh,
say
he
something
did.
recently? I know he was talking about
Did
he
he
wanted
get a
to get
Mavic
one.
3? I thought he was getting a Mavic 3.
Oh,
or a
he
Mavic
said
3 Classic.
he said it was definitely 100% on the horizon, but he didn't say when he was getting it.
Yeah. It's
They're expensive over there. They're like 25, 2,600 bucks.
Yeah.
That's for the non-fly more.
Yeah. Down here. Yep.
why is it so much more in Australia?
Yeah. What was
Taxes.
the Yeah, like what was it? $120 was like
Yeah.
240 or 250
Yeah,
Australian.
That's insane. Why? I don't understand why it's so much more.
I have
I'd
no
say
idea.
just the exchange rate.
All right, let's see how late Lori's working. Okay. See you. Yep, tax season has started. The woman's working late. She's working late.
Yeah, because me and Tim were actually discussing that one day, Chuck. He was talking about, oh, I wouldn't get out of bed because I was telling him, over here you get like 22, 23 hours an hour for what he's doing. He's like, I wouldn't even get out of bed for that. I said, yeah, but if you adjust for your
Cost of
costs
living.
of living and what cost of goods over there, it's the same as what you're making if you were making 22 here. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's
Yeah,
yeah. You have to put that in perspective because like here in New York, like the taxes are really super high, but property is generally not so high in the middle of the state. I mean, New York City's the exception. It's just insane, but
yeah. I mean, somebody at Walmart could be making $25 an hour in New York, but that's not a lot when you just
no, it sucks.
cost of
Our
living.
taxes are really steep here in the state.
Right.
It's the sucky part about it, and of course, it costs a fortune to heat your house because we're all on natural gas and gets freaking cold and. But you guys have to cool everything down there, and that's freaking expensive too. Running air conditioning all the time is big money.
Honestly, we might turn our AC off maybe 3 weeks out of the entire year.
Yeah,
3
I mean,
full
you
weeks.
like probably about now. Now is like when you're getting your break.
Yeah, other than that, the AC is pretty much running 24/7.
yeah, man. I know.
I mean, unless you just want to die and not live anymore.
Oh God, no. I mean, like you could probably, if somebody was really cheap, they could probably push it from like probably November to like April, maybe is about as far as I think you could stretch it in Florida, not fry.
Well, and the problem is there's no consistency in the weather anymore. One year in October, it could be freezing. Next year, it could be hot.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, there's no consistency in the weather. Hey, there's Laura. I see Laura in the chat.
I mean, I don't know about all the global warming, but everybody has noticed a significant difference in weather patterns over the past 20, 25 years.
We're having the warmest winter on record, I believe, in New York State right now, at least in Syracuse. And
Right.
you look at the charts and the trend is up, 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 up. I mean, it's just I want to not believe that there's climate change, but there's
Well, we're going in the opposite direction. We've had mild summers, below average summers the last 3 years.
Right.
So-
And there's definitely a difference in what the climate's been doing the last 20 years.
But
or so.
yeah. So that's why people don't like to use global warming. They like to say climate change because things they're changing globally in different ways. It's really weird. There's like a meteorologist.
But where I am, there used to be a glacier here.
Yeah.
Like that's how the Great Lakes was formed, with glaciers.
Yeah.
Climate's always been changing.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like agreed. But I mean, over the last 50 years, there's been a significant change in.
But at the same time, it might be a longer cycle.
It could be. I mean, and that's why this is such a
300, 400 year cycle where it goes up and down like that. So
yeah. There's a lot. It's interesting because there are so many variables, and anytime you have a problem to solve with multiple variables, it gets incredibly complicated fast. And let's face it, industrialization of this planet that we live on as humans, it's certainly had its effect. And has it been all negative? I don't know. I mean, but most of the stuff that we as humans do to the environment basically makes the planet want to warm up. I mean, even cows cause planet to warm up. Cows freaking methane from cows is
methane.
Significant.
Well, even during
methane from cows has been a contributing factor. So that means we just have to have less cows.
Yeah, you gotta ban cows if you want to be green.
Yeah.
what were you saying, Hodges?
Over.
I say I've been trying to help the environment, but trying to eat as much cow as I can.
I want to eat them all.
Yeah, that's the way to solve the problem.
Make more
Eat
shoes
more
and
cows.
coats.
Well, you know, they actually noticed a huge difference in like, the way the atmosphere acted during like the first year of COVID when so many cars were off the road because
Yeah, everything cleared up.
Yeah, there was a lot of cities, man, where they had record smogs and all of a sudden it was just clear. Like it just
Yeah,
cleared
yeah.
out and it gave it time for like the atmosphere to breathe a little bit.
Isn't that wild? That's true too. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of. So I mean, I agree, Dom. There's a cycle with everything,
Yeah.
but I think
Well,
industrialization has certainly kind of shifted that
I think
cyclical curve.
it has contributed, but I don't think it's
Might change the peaks.
main
Actually, might
factor.
change the peaks. Hard to say.
It would have contributed, but I don't think it's a main factor.
well, yeah, because even scientists say that, you know, from doing core samples up in the Arctic and all that,
Hmm.
it's from what they've gathered and have come up with the best conclusion is that the ice caps do recede and retract, like they go out and then they
When
come back in.
then
then
they
they
fill
go
back
back
in
out.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I
Yeah.
mean, we could just be in that cycle of them receding. I mean,
Mm.
but it's
Could be
like
a
like you
eventually
said
another
though,
ice age.
Chuck, it's how much have we actually contributed to that? We don't know. I mean, I don't think we'll ever know.
No, we haven't been around long enough to really know either. We don't have
Hmm.
enough
You know,
data to really know.
you go back 100 years, they never kept that many records of
No,
environment.
that's what I'm saying. It's really hard to you don't have data to go back to prove
Yeah.
like since we've industrialized, which hasn't been that really. It's not that long.
About
I mean, you know,
100, 150 years worth.
yeah, I mean, you think about it,
200
like,
at
yeah,
most,
yeah, like early 1900s. When did Henry Ford invent the automobile? That was
1901.
1901.
1901. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
around 1, 2, or 3. Yeah.
Well, cars,
Clearly.
I think there was some cars around before him. He just kind of, he
He was
actually,
the first person to
he
mass
mass produced
it.
them.
yeah, he
mass
was the
produced them.
one that came up with the assembly
Because,
line.
Right, right.
You know, we had Mercedes making cars, hand making cars, but he
Right.
was the first man to mass produce it and bring along a production line.
And with that production line came because see the one problem early car makers had was it could be the same model car, but everything was different on it because
Yeah.
they didn't have a consistency on how they were building them.
Yeah, they made
Where-
them consistently then.
Right, where Henry Ford, you know,
One
he
way,
started-
man.
Yeah, it was everything was built exactly the same and just
Black.
went down the line.
Black with Firestone tires and GE headlamps. You
Yep.
know that being in Florida, that you go to Thomas Alva Edison's winter home, his neighbors were Harvey Firestone and which would come on, Henry Ford. God, we were talking about Ford, and I couldn't in a moment. I had a moment. Those three dudes hung out all the time. That's why Ford's had GE headlamps and Firestone tires for so long, and they still mostly do. That's why.
Mm.
It's like a relationship they built as business guys. That's kind of cool.
But you know, there's so many countries out there that are way worse at polluting than we will ever have been, like China and India. I mean, they're two examples.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at that river in India.
And the Ganges.
Yeah,
The
that
Ganges, yeah.
yeah, that river is disgusting, man. They have completely killed that river.
Yep.
And they consider it holy, but man, they completely trashed it for something that's supposed to be so sacred. Like,
And the river flushes out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Isn't that special?
Yep.
Get this put in here. Come on. There we go. See,
Yeah.
Justin
There is
Stickney
something we can do,
Black.
and there's always something we can do, but you don't want to go too far overboard and do too much to damage the normal ecosystem. Because if you went too far, then Mother Nature doesn't know what it's supposed to be doing. So
anything in
Right.
life in extreme is bad. You
well,
wanna
you
keep
can
things kinda
cause
like-
Mother Nature to get pissed too.
Yeah, she'll get pissed off, and we know how she react when she gets pissed off. We all know about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You guys in
Because, like,
Florida have dealt with
everything has
it.
to be done in moderation.
Well, it's like Dominic said, you know, if you go and screw with the river and all of a sudden you reverse its flow or something,
Yeah,
and Mother Nature doesn't know what to do, yeah, it can all of a sudden decide, oh, I'm gonna flood this whole entire area because you done screwed around with it. Because there is, I mean, humans have reversed river flows and different crap
yeah,
like that, and I mean, you really don't know what the extent of you doing that
Over
is
there, a
gonna
big old
cause.
garbage truck. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to see this. No, really?
Rainbow River.
No,
The countries that do this. There's several
no, you got to be kidding me. No, no.
down here. Yeah. Just-
Wow.
Yeah. What is that?
Hold on, I missed that. What was that?
Look on your, just no.
Where's this at? The Ganges?
Yeah, I'm not sure where. It was.
somewhere.
Oh
That is
my
insane.
goodness, that's insane.
But they worry about us. You know, like environment.
Well, no, they don't worry about us. The environmentalists worry about us. They don't
Yeah,
want,
you know, why don't
they
we?
don't want to point a finger at them
You
because,
guys,
oh,
do you
that's
guys
a
really
no-no.
want to?
That's
Do
a
we really
no-no.
want to go deeper
Yeah.
into this? Maybe we should
Why
stop.
doesn't
Maybe we should
why
stop.
doesn't Greta go there?
Yep.
Yeah,
She needs to go to China. She needs to go to India, and she needs to tell them off.
Well, that's the problem is some countries just don't have regulations, environmental regulations, and
yeah, and
that's
we all
where stuff like that happens.
we're all in this little
Well,
blue ball
and
together.
those third world, what I call third world countries, it's all about the payoff.
Well,
That
you
truck-
know,
that truck driver's probably paying some local politician, you know?
Ron says Mother Nature can be a real bi. Oh, he says biatch. Yeah, out here in Wyoming
right, that's for sure.
for sure.
That's yeah, it's definitely notice weather pattern changes.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
you ever,
we're super mild here right now. It's crazy.
you ever see all those countries where they take the big ships apart? They run them up on the beach and just cut them open right there on the beach.
Wild.
Oil
Hello,
and-
little Lama Laura. How you doing?
Wild.
Ron, hello, Ron. Ron's entered the chat.
Yep,
I
Ron.
said Ron was talking about Mother Nature.
And
being a pain in
Birdman,
the
as
ass.
in David,
Yep.
Birdman David, he said, it's holy crap.
Holy.
Holy
But
moly donuts.
But at the same time, now this was brought up just a few minutes ago. Everybody's saying, "Oh, you know, don't eat meat, don't do this, don't do that." But the trouble is, we have methane problems with cows. So the problem is,
Methane.
we have to eat more cows, so there's less methane pollution.
But then we eat more cows and off gas methane on our own.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, but
beer and
they
steak.
give off more methane than we do.
Yeah, because they
But
have four stomachs or
methane is
something.
a small percentage of the problem.
Hey,
It's just
Ron.
one contributing greenhouse gas. Yeah.
Hey, Ron and Birdman is in there, Laura.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow,
Oh,
Ron.
see, Laura says it's your
Yeah,
burrito
hold on
eating,
now.
Justin.
Yeah, it's just burritos. Yeah,
Just
it's burritos.
burritos, Justin.
So
yeah.
what you're saying is we need to shut down all the Chipotles.
Yeah.
Clearly Taco Bell must be banned.
None of this refried beans.
Beans must be banned.
Yeah.
So what abroad? Did you make it home yet?
Yep. Is he home yet?
Yeah, I think he is home.
No.
That talked this morning, so
Yeah, he was headed home. Remember, he was going to have to deal with the snow because they got 6 or 8 inches of snow while he was gone.
Mm.
Wow. We haven't seen much of anything here. Buffalo got it all. It took. I should look at the golden snow.
I
ball
feel
and see.
bad for those people in Buffalo.
Well, they're pretty much dug out now, but yeah, what a mess.
But they
Hold on.
didn't they find a whole bunch of people dead in Buffalo?
Yes. Yeah. And it's somewhat not surprising to me because the way that they forecast the weather, they always scream like end of the world's coming, so people just get numb to it, like the boy who cried wolf, and then they don't listen to the warnings. And where are we at? Yeah, but this season so far, Buffalo has had 101.6 inches of snow. And even for them, normally they've only had 34.9 inches. So like just under like about a meter of snow is typical for them this time of year. And they've had what, almost 3 times normal. Syracuse, where I am, normally has had about 42 inches of snow, and we're half that. So it's like,
Or you get rid of taco trucks, you're gonna start a national riot.
is that what's said in the chat?
No,
National
it's
riot.
talking about her. She's talking about the burritos because I always go to the taco trucks.
Oh,
Those are the best. Oh, you can't get rid of taco trucks.
I went to a taco truck in Mexico. It was awesome.
Oh, dude, some of the best. It's fun every once in a while to kind of go off the beaten path and find like a mom and pop place or a food
This
truck.
this joint that was one of my, I was with a controls engineer at our factory in Mexico. And like, he's like, there's this really cool taco stand. We keep driving by it every day. I want to stop at it. So the girls in the factory, we hopped in their car one day for lunch hour and went out like our last day there because we figured we got Montezuma's revenge. We'd have to like suffer with it flying home, but that
Well,
was,
see-
dude, that was so good. It was like this dusty road, this crappy freaking stand.
But
It was great.
to go to a taco truck and get fresh stuff like that, like I can go to the one over here that I go to called Tacos My Friend. I can get 8
Yes, Ron?
tacos and a 1-liter glass bottle of Coke for $11. You can't beat that.
Yeah, that's super
Hey,
cool.
I
Is that Ron?
Hey, Rondo.
I thought I saw Ron. There he is.
You say I recognize that background.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to read my messages,
He's
Laura.
gonna
You
have a
all
bear
right?
skin. He's gonna have a bear skin rug after June, I think.
Yes. Matter of fact, I just stopped and saw my taxidermist.
Yeah. I get a big one coming.
Good luck with that. I don't know. I don't want to fight that battle.
Mm.
Freaking their paws are like this.
Yeah.
Pass. And the claws on those paws. Damn.
Got a major question for you, just because you
Yeah.
were just there.
Just
No.
there.
For a disabled person who likes to photograph.
Yeah, I don't know how they would handle that. That's gonna be
No, but you were in Homer, right?
we flew out of Homer on a float plane, and then
Okay,
we were
My
fitted
only
up with,
question,
they gave us the
everybody-
hip waders and everything. I mean, we're all suited up before we got on the plane.
right. But my question to you, do you think someone who just loves photography could really have a huge opportunity just driving around in between Homer and Anchorage and be in a car, not have to get out and hike?
We saw a couple here and there on the side of like on Alaska One. You'd see them in Moose. I mean, there's stuff everywhere.
Yeah,
But if you wanted to photograph bears, and one of the other great places to go that's so popular is Brooks Falls, and you still have to take a plane or a boat to get to Brooks Falls because it's Katmai. It's still, the only way you get to is plane or boat. But
Right.
that's like a path, and I bet you that could handle somebody who is disabled.
Well, except what Ron will tell you is he's on constant oxygen.
yeah.
Oh,
I think-
Reason I'm asking is I stopped at the outfitter I work for. I stopped at his place today and I was telling him, I haven't seen anybody here in a month. And I told him a story about taking my friend to Alaska down to that out in the bush. And he said, why don't you just go to Homer where you'll fly out of, but leave him there. He'll be at a hotel every night. And he can just drive all through the area and in a rental car. And
there's stuff to be seen around there.
But doesn't he need to have somebody with him to help him with his equipment and stuff?
You
No,
want somebody.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but
No.
don't you want somebody? You want a buddy with you anyway. I mean,
well,
How did you do that?
but I would be well south of them for 6 days
yeah,
But-
yeah.
and meet up with them when I come back.
But I know there are people that have posted on YouTube. They posted stuff in and around Homer where they're hanging out on the beach and watching the bears. I mean, I'm sure there are places to go. When Lori and I were planning our trip, I was hell bent on doing this thing that we did. I wanted to take the float plane over to Katmai. I was like, I want to fly in a float plane. I've never done it. I want to be on this freaking area of Alaska and see bears up close. And and Lori's like, really? It's like, yeah, this is YouTube. We have to do this. Plus we have to do this for us. This is cool. It was like, I didn't worry about seeing them like anywhere around Homer other than that, but
Yeah.
there are definitely places to go see them.
Because I called
wondering.
him today on the way home. And I told him that delivering those oxygen bottles from Homer down to that base camp, it ain't gonna happen. The
Yeah,
air
no.
service I talked to, which I think is pretty close to the one you used.
They're all clustered together there right near
Yeah,
Beluga Lake. Beluga Lake is that's where they all are. And it's kind of cool when you go to take off or land in Beluga, you can see, even in my video, you can see all the float planes like lined up. It's really cool. There are companies all along there.
yeah.
But the one we used is
Was,
one of the
Emerald.
older ones. They've been around like 30 years. So
Yeah,
they had a really good
Em-
reputation.
I think it was Emerald, I think it was his name.
Emerald, yeah, we really like them. I mean, they're just really great to work with. They answered all my questions. I called up, and I'd ask them all kinds of stuff, what I wanted to do, filming and things. They were really helpful. And Lance is the guy he's the guy that goes out on those bush expeditions. You're going to go out with Lance, and the guy is awesome. He's a former Navy guy. He's just amazing. And he knew his stuff, and he'd be like, okay guys, like right now we're gonna stop right here, tell you what's going on, and then he'd talk about like some of the behaviorisms of the bears and stuff. Like we were on top in the video when we had to climb up that hillside, and that's when I had the bear actually grabbing the salmon, that's my money shot in the video. When we were standing up there, Lance is like, he says, actually, this is the worst place for us to be right now. We're only up here because we had to go around the mother and her cubs. He says, we're predators to the bears right now. We do not want to stay here.
No,
Now they don't care when we're at eye level with them. They care now. And it's like that kind of stuff went on all day, where it's like just, keeping us safe. And we were learning as we were out there. It was really cool.
Yeah, there's little things you got to watch, like ears and muscle.
Yeah. And he's, yep. And it was just really cool. And everybody should have the experience at least once. It's really amazing.
That's like when I'm up in the Bighorns Mountains in central Wyoming. It's only an hour from here. When you see moose, especially Mama, when she starts licking her lips like she just had like a big bowl of ice cream or something, her lips or peanut butter or something.
Yeah.
Her lips start going, and her tongue's coming out. That is your cue.
Get out.
She's at her last wits. That is your warning sign to leave or else.
Don't all women do that though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, Lori.
He said that, Lori, not me.
I know. No, it's like we didn't really cross paths with any. Well, at that one time we were going to Exit Glacier, we had to wait for two moose to cross.
Later, Laura.
Bye, Laura. Have a good evening.
Lori was really
Bye-bye.
disappointed. She wanted
Good evening.
to see more moose. Really, she was disappointed. We saw one on the side of the road that was monstrous, but we were rolling on Alaska Highway 1 so fast. She's like, "There's a moose." I'm like, "Where's your camera?" Well, too late. Yeah, I'm like, "Why isn't your camera ready?" I don't know. Well, I'm driving. You got to film.
Mhm.
Well, the one
Anyway.
way to get rid of a moose is you put your arms up, make yourself look big, and then run at it.
I don't know if that works, Ron, or not.
No,
You know how
definitely.
big a moose is, dude?
Crap, man.
Yeah,
A moose is like
that's
a
why you put
horse.
your arms up and you go. "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh."
And
How
you're
they
gonna
got
come up to
running at
like
it.
its freaking top of its legs, maybe if you're lucky. These
Hey,
things are
Ron,
dude,
Ron,
they're
Ron,
huge.
I'd almost pay to see him go up there and do that when you video it.
This is gonna be
Nah.
a freaking viral video on
If
YouTube.
you
and it
really
won't
want
take
to
long.
scare, if you really want to scare the moose, you put your ears up like, then you
All
start
right,
dragging your foot.
yeah. Ron, we got to get him up to Alaska. We're gonna film it. It's only gonna be a 30-second video before he's done for, and then like
Yeah, it won't last long.
we'll have to censor it because there'll be pieces of frickin' Justin all over the
Pieces
place.
of Justin everywhere.
No, I just got
Battered
a
about Alaska.
no, I just got a Jackie Chan up on top of it.
That'd be a great. This is no video game, man. It's no video game.
Just see me riding across the bush on a moose. Just
That would be awesome. That would be awesome to see, but I don't know that we ever do. But yeah, Lori kept saying she wanted to see one for use Northern Exposure music and everything. So she was thinking. Anyway. Yeah, there are places to go around. You know that. You could.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when I ran into my boss today, and I told him the situation, how my friend's demeanor was kind of, you could see it declining, because I had his hopes up here a month ago, and now I'm seeing it because I keep running into roadblocks where I don't think this trip can happen for him.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, not to that extreme. I know that feels, because when we booked the helicopter in Alaska, I'd say outside of Anchorage, there were all kinds of limitations as to what I could carry. When I told them what I wanted to do, like, well, you can't bring any extra batteries. You can only have what's in the device.
Yeah.
And I was
Brookneck said that don't work
what?
with moose around here.
No.
well,
Oh, back and look who's there, Brooknecks.
Hey,
Yes.
broke necks.
That's because you don't have the manly moose up there.
Yeah, sir. Alaska himself.
so Ron, I bought selfie sticks that had power in them, so I could just carry the selfie stick and plug the USB-C into her backup juice. I had to be creative, and I had to fit it all in my parka. So I had a parka with like 9 million pockets,
Yeah.
and like carried all my stuff in.
Oh, my Osmo Action 3 will be here Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, I just yeah, I can't say, but yeah, it's a great little camera. I have one too. I really like it.
Have you used the 4K 120?
No, I've only been using 4K 24, but I need to try all that stuff out. I need to start filming at higher frame rates, because then you can slow it down, which should be really cool for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like all the bear stuff was just done in just 24 frames with ND filters, and
See, I'm gonna do this. That ain't no different than doing this up in Alaska. Watch, Ron.
The river mouth, the
Oh,
bear
yeah.
eats only the tastiest, most tender salmon. Which is exactly what we at John West want.
oh my god, I've seen this kind of bear suit for sure.
Bang, right in the nut.
I must endure the worst to bring you the best.
Class.
Yeah, we had them.
Good
You're
look.
gonna have them bouncing off your ankles if you go up like late summer. They literally bounce off your ankles when you're walking through when you're fording through streams and stuff. It's insane, and they're huge.
I like that. He's like, look.
You don't even
Looks up.
need. You could literally scoop them out of the water. If you had a net, you'd be.
I know, I saw so many parts of your video where you could see them.
They're just, dude, they're everywhere. And I was so pissed at myself because we got back and I'm like, shit, why didn't I stick the GoPro in the water, man? It's waterproof. What the hell's wrong with me?
Hello.
I know.
No action.
I know. But I still used it on my head for the end. So I got the footage at the end. I never would have got that otherwise. Because that's the only thing I had that be hands free. So I just had the GoPro on my head. Action. It was the original Osmo Action on my head. It's like that's the best I could come up with, Ron. And he's like, you heard in the video, he's like, everything's got to go in your bag. I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? I'm like, head strap. There's a head strap in my bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like screwing it all together. We're standing there. He's putting her gear away. I'm like strapping. I'm screwing my Action onto the headband, fitting it up.
I'm
So
I'm curious what my camera bag will weigh. I just ordered a new camera bag.
yeah, nice,
It'll be
nice
here
juicy one.
Monday.
I was lucky. I had Lori with me, so we kind of divided stuff.
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I had so much in that bag of mine. I even had a Crane M3 gimbal in there, but I never used it, but I had it in there. And I
Why didn't
really
you-
almost wished I'd used that with the smaller lens.
Should just
But
took a handful of disposable cameras. You've been good.
Yeah, definitely.
I had two pockets and a pocket 2 in my bag.
You remember those back in the day? I remember
Yep.
those
Oh, yeah.
became
Yeah, oh
popular.
yeah, the waterproof ones were my friends. I used to take them
Oh,
going
yeah.
snorkeling and stuff.
Hmm.
And you never knew what you got till you developed them. Those were the days.
Oh, my dad used to get so
Yeah.
pissed at my stepmom because she was like the worst at taking pictures.
Yeah.
You
Well,
you would
pocket 2.
develop a roll and it'd be a bunch of pictures of just the ground.
Okay, like,
Yeah, 4K 60 is a good way to go for sure. Because you can,
Yeah, like-
again, you can slow stuff down. That's really nice.
It was funny when I used to be a wedding photographer, that so many brides and grooms, and I used to, when I would meet with them, initially they were saying like, oh yeah, we're going to put disposable cameras on each table.
We did
Don't-
that. We did that.
Don't do that.
It didn't
You're
work,
wasting
but we
your
did
money.
it.
People take the stupidest pictures. They're drunk. They take them into bathrooms. They do all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah, but we actually, you know what's funny, Ron? Our photographer was not you, but our professional photographer took some really nice shots. But we had a couple of guests just that were actually like amateurs, photography amateurs, and they gave us some really great shots. You know, just
Yeah.
they had some really good candid stuff. That one's framed in the house here.
Well,
It came out better than the pros, just because.
the pictures that people take around with those cameras are just kind of just
It's
boom,
candid
pictures
stuff.
of just what's
Candid.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the photographer's taking like, you know,
Focus
specific type
stuff.
pictures.
Telling a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So that's why we did get a little bit of good stuff out of those throwaway cameras that we handed out. But
Yeah.
Every time I think about that, all I can think about is that episode of King of Queens.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Chuck, did you ever see that one?
no,
He goes in the bathroom and the guy he puts a top hat on his thing and takes a picture of it. And then he blames it on his cousin. Oh my God, it was hilarious. You got to go back and watch that episode though. That they
find
go
that
to their,
one.
yeah, they go to their cousin's wedding or whatever. And that's what they end up doing is taking pictures in the bathrooms of themselves.
Uncle Ned stuffing the disposable camera in his pants. That's what Brookneck said.
Yeah. Oh, you believe some of the pictures when people would come to my house to pick up their wedding photos. They would tell me like, oh yeah, we developed
Look at that.
disposable
that.
cameras. Hmm. Yeah. they-
Is there any drone laws up there, Ron? Areas where you cannot fly
Where
in Alaska?
national parks.
National parks and
Is there a lot of national parks up there?
Yeah.
yes. I'm gonna be at the base camp. I'm on the outer edge of a national park.
But there are plenty of places to fly. I mean, Lori and I'd be driving along. I'd like, we got to pull off here. I got to fly here. This is awesome. Just pop the Mavic 3 up, and
Yep.
then I really wanted to fly. I wanted to fly Mini 3 Pro when we did the helicopter thing to the glacier, and they're like, absolutely, you can't. And it's like, come on, I'll keep it. It fits in my parka pocket. I promise I'll keep it like, you know, just almost eye level. I want to chase the sled. Nope, can't do it because it's a helipad, and we were wearing the dog sled was within eye shot of the helipad.
Really?
Yeah, you know, within a mile of it. So they were like, nope, can't.
Wow.
The FAA rules were really tough. That's why I was telling you the camera gear was tough with the helicopter because you
Yeah,
can't
it's
bring
weight.
no backpack. Everything has to be on your person. No external batteries. Everything has to be in a device. And the only thing you carry loose was like a water bottle, which I totally forgot. Yeah, that was the tough part.
I saw up in northeast of Homer is a town called Palmer. And it looked like just maybe a couple hour ride by car, but they do tours out of there where you go up to Palmer and it's a helicopter ride out to a glacier, and then they have kayaks out there.
Yeah, there's we didn't drive on that road. I mean, we went up sort of that way, but we didn't go as far as you're describing. And also from Homer, you can hop a water taxi across, and there's a glacier that's accessible once you go across by water taxi, right off the Spit. You go to Homer Spit.
Yeah, the Spit.
Yeah, and the Spit is very cool. That's where that great big fishing hook thing that Lori and I did this is Alaska from, and that's why I used Mavic 3 and do the pullback shot and everything, and recorded the audio with Pocket 2. That's how I got all that. I got the audio of us talking, even though it's a drone shot. That was a lot of fidgeting around.
Well, that's in your part of Australia though, Dominic, right?
What's that?
No,
Matt-
national parks. There's a difference between national parks and state parks.
Cause Matt said they can fly national parks in his area. Cause they talked about this a bunch of
We
times.
have both
on their
here
show.
too. We have national and state parks.
Yeah, and the state parks.
It's a grey area. Queensland does have
Not New York, it
rules.
isn't, but and I think
Queensland has different rules,
yeah.
but national parks generally they
Yes,
frown
no.
upon it depending on where you are in that national park. As I said, Queensland is completely different to the rest of Australia.
You can
So,
fly.
but
You can
Generally,
cheat. You can here in the States. You can cheat. You can take off outside the
Yeah,
boundaries,
yeah, you
like
take
Ron's
off.
kind of alluding to. If you're right outside the
Yeah.
national park,
yeah,
you can take
that's how
off
you
and
do
land
it.
there.
Yeah, that's
But
what I meant. That's what I meant
Yeah,
by not flying in there. If you fly outside, 1 centimeter outside the line of where the council meets the national park, go right ahead, knock yourself out.
well,
Because-
I'm pretty sure you can fly over a national park
Here
here
you
in the
can.
States as long as you take off and land outside. But God forbid you have a problem with your drone.
Yeah, there's your
you
problem.
touch that thing touches the ground in national park.
Yeah.
Open
Yeah.
your checkbook.
Well, and that-
So
It boils down to 3 rules. You can't launch, deliver, or land. But if you're outside of that line where the
Yeah.
council meets the national park, you're
yeah,
allowed.
I've never dared to do it because I didn't want to take the chance of having
Well-
just something go wrong. I just don't
Yeah.
want
So
to.
with an emergency landing
I just
for
think it's worth it.
anything, if you had to say you crashed over there,
No, because you weren't supposed to be there. in
No,
the
you're not
first-
supposed to be. You
Yeah.
you are not
You
supposed
gotta
to.
be very careful.
Yeah,
but
that's where the 9-foot
you
selfie
fly
stick.
over, well, you
That's the
don't take
9-foot selfie
the
stick.
from that. But if you have an emergency and got to set it down,
You're
Nope.
not supposed to, not in the park. Nope,
There is-
you're in the
there is-
wrong.
there
You
isn't
cannot
any-
win
there
this
isn't
one.
Any
You-
emergency landing.
No, you're
No,
not supposed
no
to be there.
emergency
You are
landing
not
whatsoever.
technically supposed to be there to begin with. It's a
But at
loophole.
the same time,
Yeah.
our national parks, you're allowed a hang glider and a parasailer.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could put a 360 camera, tie it to a kite.
I know that.
And, you
But
know,
how much damage can you do with a
Paraglider.
hang glider? How much damage can you do with a parasailer? How much of that is going to annoy the wildlife there?
The birds. and
Isn't it
everything
crazy?
else.
Exactly.
Because there's a stigma
Why not
about
ban one or
drones.
the other?
Well, it's the same question as why can a helicopter do 100 feet and race down the beach at
We had that problem just recently.
200 miles an
3
hour,
people were
but
killed.
Mavic Mini can't do it.
Yeah.
It's the whole
We've-
drone
We've
stigma
had
thing.
3 helicopter accidents and killed 8 people in the last couple of days. There was a helicopter crash on the Gold Coast. 4 people died and 3 are in intensive care because of sightseeing.
Hmm.
And we're not allowed to fly a drone in one of those places. Where there's obviously something seriously wrong when they haven't realized that you just throw a drone up and people can see it, especially if it was an FPV. You could put an FPV up, get some sightseers, put a goggles on them, fly them around, and no one's in danger. That's what I'm thinking.
Never going to sway government to change it. It's a bummer, but
Yeah.
in fact, the rules are just going to get more strict. I mean, look at DJI. DJI now released the Mini 3, and you
Hmm.
watch the ad for the Mini 3, and who's it marketed to? Complete green drone pilots. I mean, they don't.
Yeah.
They're showing this thing as if it's like you fire it up, you take it off. It's so easy.
Yeah,
It
it's
does it all.
easily done. Yeah,
Yeah,
you just
they're marketing
take
this
it out of the
thing.
box, hit a few buttons, and bang, you're away.
You're
Yeah.
and you're a photographer. You're an aerial photographer, just like that. And I
Yeah.
just wonder how many of those went from under the Christmas tree to in the neighbor's tree, like, in 30 seconds.
Yep.
They probably sold 100 million, and 67 million of those are in the.
I wonder what the
tree.
attrition. Yeah, I wonder what the attrition rate is on a mini SE and seriously, all these.
Oh, I
low budget-
reckon 75-80% of those
You think?
are in a
It
tree.
wouldn't be interesting to
Broken
know.
on their first. I reckon on their first flight, I reckon an arm has been broken or the gimbal has been snapped.
I watched a dude in the Adirondacks. I finished up a flight with my Mavic 2 Pro, and I bring it down, and this guy, he pulls up, almost ran me over. He pulls up, wanted to see my drone, then he pulls out his Mini, the original Mini. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm like, oh, these really good shots, He pops his Mini up, and within 2 minutes, he flew into a tree across the road.
Don't people here? Hello, Brett.
I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
Victorian Aerial
Hey,
Vision. Hello, Brett.
Kelly.
We've got another Victorian in the chat.
Yeah, Kelly's
Yay.
been talking
It's
about
around
some
the corner
stuff
from
about
me.
rules and so forth.
Another Aussie.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need more Aussies.
6
I know
miles
you-
driving, a few glaciers. That glaciers are badass.
You guys flooded my channel the other day and it was
Yeah.
concerning.
We're going to continue to flood it. We want more Australians.
I did. I had 4 Australians on the panel the other day. And that
We need to
wasn't
get-
including,
where's
that
your
wasn't including Tim because he's kind
Tim,
of, a
what?
mess.
No, Tim's only half.
Yeah.
Well,
Running
it used to be kind to talk about people like that and call them half breeds, but that's not good now.
He's only half Australian.
So do I dare subscribe to this Droner Gaming Network channel here?
Hey,
with
dude,
the-
I went up to, like 6 or
If-
7 subs and just since yes. Since
Here, watch
Yeah,
yesterday.
I'm gonna
this.
say if
Goes-
you're not already, give Brett a sub. Victorian Aerial Vision.
Yeah, I already did.
First I
Good.
gotta play the
He's got to type something. No.
I gotta play.
Yeah,
I got
there-
I'm 8 seconds in. I
There he
gotta
is.
get a half minute in
He's
here.
typed "G'day,
Alright.
guys." So give him a sub.
Yeah, I gave him one.
Oh, great, then.
Stop telling me what to do, Dom.
Hey, there he is.
All right, we got time in.
Hey, Mr. B.
No,
Mr. B, how's it going?
I was up to 100 last night because remember they were
We
trying
did the
to,
math, Dom.
Tar Heel was trying to get me up to 100 last night.
All right.
Yeah.
I got up
You're at
to 100
106.
How many did you lose?
and no, I didn't lose any. I woke up this morning and had 102.
You're at 106 now.
And then and then by the time the middle of the day, I jumped on Laura's stream, I had 105 and now I'm at 106.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
106.
I
I'm
knocked out.
officially 106.
Yeah, I knocked out 2 more yesterday for some reason.
And I posted 4 shorts
Yeah.
last night and they've gained probably about 5,000, 6,000 views already between the
My
4.
God, who parked that freaking sports car? They go to the Helen Keller School of Driving or something. Look at that.
Yeah.
Popped
Oh.
her up on the curb.
What are you looking at me parking?
Yeah, you're pretty bad. Now you're in the store and you're looking at the police guy.
Oh, I get chased. I've actually been labeled as a cocaine runner by the police because they keep busting me with cocaine and guns. I've been arrested about 20 times in the past.
Jason gets
Month.
hit by a police car, Florida State role play. Nice.
Yeah, they ran me over with their car when they were chasing me because I took off running.
That's funny. All right, I'll turn this off, come back to our stream. That's the games are cool. I'd rather be playing than watching though.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on. Wayne B says soon going to be 105. I'm in subbing. What does in subbing mean?
Didn't say,
No,
yes,
don't correct
you
him.
said
I
unsubbing.
want him to explain in subbing.
Unsubbing?
Unsubbing is when you take your subs away.
No, he said in subbing.
Oh, he
No, it
corrected
says
himself, but he
UN
corrected
subbing.
himself. He just,
Yeah.
you and I are next to each other on the keyboard. I think he fat fingered it.
Yeah.
He fat fingered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being somebody
We're-
with
we're-
sausage fingers, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. We've all got that problem.
I sympathize.
It's more when you do it on the phone that
Oh my
see,
God, I know the freaking little keyboard on the phone's a pain in the
Yeah.
arse. Yeah. Yeah. Wayne B, I haven't seen him in a while. I think we were on a stream together a while, forever ago. Me and Lori and him were on.
he hasn't been on in a while.
He was in Laura's chat today talking crap to me.
Johnny
Yeah,
Drone
but he
Flyer
always
has, like,
talks crap.
Johnny Drone Flyer got to 1,000.
Yep.
Telling
over,
you
like,
that
Christmas Day. I think it was like Christmas Day or something. New Year's
Yeah.
Day.
Hey, Paul
One of
Hodges,
those.
this is the honest God truth, buddy. I pulled in the front of the house today.
Yeah,
I was spotted.
fired.
They literally, I had 3 of them charge the house.
No kidding.
They saw the truck pull in, and then I just went outside, and there's 4 more out there.
Oh, no kidding, right?
Yeah. I've been putting corn out since I've been home. I've been home for about 3 hours, but they know I'm home.
Wayne.
I think
Wow.
they recognize my truck.
Probably.
Yeah. Wow.
Subbing is double
Probably.
I
unsubbing.
figured they'd give up and be gone someplace else to get food.
Yeah, wait till you don't feed them and they dent your door.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd Paul go? We're supposed to be
Yeah.
chit-chatting. You had to step
That's
out on the fly.
That's when the rifle comes out, Justin.
Yeah, he comes home, he's got deer poop on his deck and the hoof marks on the door where they're knocking.
Yikes.
And Wayne B says in subbing means double unsubbing.
Oh,
Okay.
unsub sub,
I guess he gave me the definition at least.
unsub resub.
Mm.
What's the purpose of that? What's it do?
What's in subbing? Unsub.
Unsub,
No,
resub.
he meant to put unsubbing, but I was giving him crap about it.
Oh,
So
it's okay.
his version of the definition of, he gave a definition for unsubbing is double unsubbing.
That's like double dislike.
Yeah.
DDL, double dislike.
He DL'd my account.
Yeah. I got a dislike. I get a
Yeah, if
couple
you-
every get a couple every
Sorry.
video.
Do you use TubeBuddy, Chuck, on your phone?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because well, that's the only one that really gives you the dislikes still.
You can see it. It's interesting. I still haven't figured out why people want to do that. I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I've had the
Weird.
same.
Well, it's
weird.
like-
I've had a few dislikes on shorts, and I'm thinking,
I don't know,
you-
man. I don't know. I
Well,
mean, it doesn't
YouTube's-
really hurt you. It's just
Well,
kinda
yeah,
like
that's what I'm
silly.
saying. YouTube has said that the dislikes and likes don't affect your video being moved through the algorithm at all. But if you can't see the dislike buttons anymore, and unless you're using TubeBuddy, you're not gonna be able to tell how many dislikes you have.
hmm,
What's the point of even pressing it? Because most creators don't even, there's a lot of people don't even know what TubeBuddy is. So they'll never see the dislikes anyway.
Now, could you see it on like vidIQ? I mean, they have an app similar to TubeBuddy, don't they?
yeah, I've got
They
vidIQ
do.
as well.
But I've
Yeah.
never used it.
Just
I use
curious.
vidIQ.
My TubeBuddy stopped counting like the subscriber growth. It's weird. It stopped in like October and hasn't picked up since. I reached out to their customer support and they actually gave me 2 months free and apologized, said you were working on it. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like TubeBuddy is kind of weird.
I've never used their paid service. I just use it to keep
Yeah,
track
just
of how many views I
yeah, the
have. and
free
all
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
pay.
I get
Okay.
the little placard things every time you hit
Yeah,
a milestone.
Yeah.
I can
yeah, it
post
gets
that to my-
emailed to you when you hit a certain number.
Yeah.
Right, and I
I'm
post
paid
that
just
to
to
my
get a couple
community.
of I like a couple of the features that I don't think are free. Like you can create thumbnails with it, which I don't use anymore, but I used to. And what else was there? It kind of I offset some of the price because it gives you a discount on Epidemic Sound when you partner them up, which is cool. But
Isn't
They're probably paying more than
epidemic,
the
Corey Mano, how you doing, Corey?
epidemic sound worth it?
I love Epidemic Sound. All the
Amazing.
music in the Bear video is Epidemic, and I was able to like find every element that I wanted to kind of. It kind of took the story like through the plateau.
I would say it
Okay.
is, Ron, if you're posting regularly.
Yeah, what do you pay a month, Chuck?
I don't even look at it. I just pay it.
I
Hmm.
wanna
I have no
say
idea.
it's,
It's like $20 or something.
yeah, I wanna say it's like $20, $25, something like that.
Yeah, but it's
Month?
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, it's like my
But
whole
it's-
thing going in though is when, and Lori understands too. The whole thing when I went in is like, I tried it out to use the drug dealer tactics, right? The first month's free. And then I tried it out and I was like, I can't stop using this. This is great. I mean, if we want to be a force in the vlogging community or wherever, we need this. We need this music to do this. This is what it's going to take. We need good music. And part of that's because music's so important to me in my videos. I mean, music
Mhm.
is important to me. And maybe some people don't feel that way, but for music creator, it's a big part of my video is the tunage, how it
Yep.
builds the backbone of the story and everything. I've been told that the music's too loud in my videos, and it probably is because music's so freaking important to me. I have a hard time ducking it down for the talking, and that's really important too.
Yeah.
well, you can get a 30-day free trial too, Ron. I'm looking out here on their site.
Yeah, and if you go to my channel or anybody else who puts up the little linky, you can get, if you get it through one of us, like Ken Heron or whoever, then we get a little kickback. So if you stick around, which is kind of nice. And
It's-
anytime you pay for it, then you can put that linky up on yours too and get the same,
Oh,
So it's
you know, like get a month
35,
free.
it's 35,000 plus tracks of music, 90,000 plus sound effects, and 170 plus genres of music.
And
wow.
it's pretty easy to search. You can use all kinds of different search words and find stuff that'll kind of help you get to where you
Hmm.
want to go. What's funny though is the stuff that Lori and I create, we'll be watching other YouTube videos like, I know that song. We use that song. It's like, it's like, wait, that's my song. You can't use that one. That's mine. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Corey Mono. Corey Mono talked about freezing rain up there, I think, where he
Yeah.
is.
Ooh, yuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's a couple beside, there's Epidemic, and what's the other big one? There's another one too.
Audio with two eyes is another one.
I thought it was Audi
ADCI.
something.
Hmm.
But there are several of them, and I think a lot of them have overlap in the music too. The same artists, the same starving artists that show up on Epidemic show up on some of the other ones too.
well, that makes sense. You know, they need to spread it out so they make money, you know?
Yeah, and the music I found on Epidemic is really good. I mean, even it's
Yeah.
all really, really good.
You have a use for it, right? You know, otherwise you're just paying them for nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, I just like it because it gives the video a more professional feel to it too. I mean, that's what I'm going for. I mean, I want it to be polished, like really polished, and whatever it takes. Even if nobody cares, I care.
Yep.
So, because I mean, we're doing it for us. Yeah, as all of us as creators, you have to do it for you first. You come first. You have to do what you want to do as a creator. And then hopefully what you create is it resonates with a large audience. And we started to talk about that yesterday on here when I was like not on camera, but that the resonation part is the tough part.
I was gonna,
Athletes.
I was gonna look,
share.
I was gonna look at the pricing for Ron, but it makes you sign for an account to do it. I'm not doing all that.
I can look here. I'll
I'm just curious how much, because I want to say it was like $25 a month.
have to look at my bills here. Let's
Yeah,
see.
well, I'm not looking because I'm in Australian dollars.
I'm gonna look right now. I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
go in.
123 a month then.
I'm actually
Yeah,
paying
and it's
for
probably about 300 for Hodges.
I'm so stupid. I'm actually like Keith and I have 2K drones. We haven't done a show in over a year, and I've been paying every month for Epidemic for that. So I mean, I'm not sure why, but let's see pricing. Personal is $9 a month. Commercial
Oh, okay, I was way
is-
off.
commercial's $19 a month, and enterprise is request a quote.
Oh, yeah. That's
So,
probably when you're using for commercials, different things like that.
Yeah, now I thought I think commercial
on the back.
hits you
Oh,
when you get
Ron's
to
got
like,
the deer.
There's a buck.
nice.
Yeah,
I thought there was
Two
a
of 'em.
subscriber limit on. Hold on, read more. Yeah,
Might have
the
been with
$9 a
that
month one
direct.
is hobbyist or influencer, doesn't matter. This is your one-stop shopping for music. Then
Yeah.
actually I could share that. I could share the screen.
YouTube audio library has done me well.
Where's all the does, Ron?
I don't
Yeah.
know. There was
Yeah.
one here earlier.
I used an,
My word's getting out. I'm back. Ron's home.
I used a track.
Oh,
from-
check it out.
Chuck, I used a track from YouTube's audio library
Yeah.
and Facebook keeps saying it's Warner Brothers track and keeps flagging it on Facebook.
Here's there's the pricing right there. So see, it's $9 a month for the low one.
See, I might have bought the commercial one by accident because I had it like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
So commercial says it's for more serious stuff.
I might
Wonder-
have accidentally purchased that one and not
Still
realized.
might-
I remember paying like 20 a month.
Yeah.
They'll
And
still
all the
hand feed
all
with
the
me.
outlines are here.
But that one song I was using on my intros about a month ago. It
Yeah.
said it was from the YouTube audio library, but that keeps getting flagged saying that Warner Brothers owns it on Facebook.
Weird.
So I don't know
Does-
who the hell owns it.
Well, that sucks. But I know a lot of people use the YouTube library and
Huh?
they're happy with it. They're very happy with
Okay.
it. I poked around it initially because when I switched to DaVinci, one of the
Up,
things.
guys.
Wow, look at that.
There'd be more snow there, Ron.
Yeah. You're a little gun shy. I haven't been around for a while.
Did
Staring right
you
at
use
you,
that
man.
Where they're in the snow?
What's that, Paul?
Are they? Did you put seed in the snow there? Is that what
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here, guys, come here.
you
Do
need to
they
have?
not know there's a rack on your wall? Do they not know?
I keep that window closed.
Because that might kind of change their attitude a little bit. He's such a nice guy. Wait, that's my uncle on his wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, what happened to Uncle Chuck? Oh, shit. He's up on the wall.
Uncle Buck's on the wall.
He's famous now.
He is. He's a YouTube superstar.
All right, guys, I'd like to visit, but it's freaking cold out here. See ya.
You have more snow,
give me
more
food.
snow than I do. Our snow's
got a-
all gone.
I've got to go. So
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
Dominic, you take care. Thanks for
See ya,
coming in.
Dom.
no worries. I got heaps to do. So I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
Okay.
Matt.
See ya, Dominic.
Later, man.
Bye bye.
Got heaps to do.
Heaps to do.
What's
Sounds like-
temperature there, Ron? Pretty cold?
Yeah, it's probably only about 10 degrees.
Wow.
Not like peeling plastic off a new electronic. So satisfying.
Nice.
Going back to the other computer.
I just got the S22.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a nice little phone. A lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. That's all right.
The S22.
Yeah, it's not the Ultra, it's the regular. But still a high, really good phone. It's got the Snapdragon 1 Gen chip in it. It's got 8 gigs of RAM. Way
Okay.
faster than my older phone.
It's funny. I don't even read like when I bought my Flip 4, I didn't get too hung over the processor and stuff because they're all pretty beefy now.
Did you know that there is actually an exclusive Z Flip that you can only get in China, and it's actually way better than the one that the
It
high
wouldn't-
grade one that they offer over here? I
Wouldn't
watched two
surprise me.
different tech reviewers that got a hold of one and opened it up, and yeah, it's way nicer than the ones they sell over here.
Well,
There's so much-
Motorola is selling their Razr 22 in China first, then they opened it up to Europe, and it's still not here. Can't get it here in the States. I would have gone for that phone when I was in England. It came out while I was in England. I could have bought one, but it doesn't have wireless charging on it, and that's something that's important to me. But it's actually a really cool flip phone. It's kind of nicer than the Samsung. It has a wider screen, which is nice. I just think they're all similar, Justin. It seems like all the phones have similar specs now, as far as, you know, the big difference is like the Samsungs have a, like your Samsung S22 has a really good camera, better than the Flip 4's camera.
Oh yeah, it does have a nice camera. And you know, it actually has a vlogging mode, right? So it will do picture in picture, so I can use the front facing and the rear facing camera.
Yeah, I have that on my Flip.
Isn't
It does
that cool?
The Flip does that. The coolest thing for me is I finally have a camera on a phone that can film in 24 frames a second, which is a big deal for me personally. Because I like filming in 24 frames.
Yeah.
I know you guys don't care, but to me,
No,
that's a
I do.
big-
I love what's talking about the phone specs.
But the phones, yeah, I forget it all, but it seems similar to the Pixel 6 Pro. By the way, remember how pissed I was about the Pixel 6 Pro?
Yeah, whatever happened with that, you got rid of it?
Yeah, I got rid of it, but Android 13 Android 13 brought most of the stuff I didn't like about the Pixel 6 Pro, because it's the same stuff on the Samsung Flip 4. Once the Flip 4 made me happier than the Pixel at first, then it upgraded from 12 to 13. I got Android 13. I'm like, shit, it's doing the same stuff the other one did. Well, that's kind of like, I was like, duh. It's Android. But the camera's cool. It's not, the Pixel had a better camera, but you couldn't film in 24 frames. Everything's a trade-off. Freaking everything's a trade-off. There's no perfect.
Right.
Maybe I can put the Flip 4 on my goggles though, because if it folds up so small, maybe I can make a holster for it so I can put it on my Avata goggles, so I don't have to, just have it up here with the battery.
Oh, yeah.
Have a shorter
was-
cable.
I was looking at that Z Flip. Oh, they're too expensive.
I did the 512 gig storage too. I went big.
I mean, you might as well, right?
Well, it was another $100, dude. It's like, what the hell? I'm gonna keep the phone for a while. Why run out of storage space? Because you can't put any SD cards in them anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of the expandable storage.
Yeah, it
Thank
sucks.
Apple for everything that
I know.
Samsung's done.
I know. Losing the headphone jack, all that stuff is all
Yep.
thanks to Apple. Yeah. Oh, that was the thing with the Pixel though. The Pixel, like, I have the regular plug-in headphones, and you can use the little USB-C to
Fuck off.
3.5 millimeter adapter. I
Right.
have like 4 of them. Not one of them worked with the Pixel 6 Pro. You needed a special one, just like Apple.
Yep.
It's
Look
like,
at that.
yeah, well, DJI does the same thing too. They have the special adapter for the original Osmo Pocket. You had to get the special 3.5 millimeter adapter.
Yeah, that Osmo Pocket seemed to die. That whole concept seemed to die off, I think.
No way, man. I have 4 of those things. They're awesome.
Really?
How do you think I filmed those bear vlogs? Just holding that thing in
Oh.
front of me. That was
Really?
Pocket 2. Most of that, most of the face shots were Pocket 2. The bear shots were mostly the Sony A6600.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that camera's it's incredible to be able to use for that kind of stuff, because it keeps nice and stable with the gimbal and everything. And
Hmm.
I love that thing. I
one.
have 2 Osmo Pocket 2s and 2 Osmo Pockets.
Oh.
And they pack up in a little bundle. I mean, you carry them all. There's a little freaking bundle of them.
Hmm.
Just bust them out
Right.
when you need them. One goes dead, grab another one. It's like grabbing a gun, or another clip for your gun. Get another pocket out. They're filming.
I'm anxious to get this Action 3. I mean, especially films in 4K 120, films in 10-bit color. Ugh. Yeah.
The only drawback is, like you pointed out, you have to crop it in to stabilize. You have to crop in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't you bring that up? Somebody did the other day.
Uh,
Oh, Sean Oz. Sean Oz brought it up, and I think he brought it up on Art Show last Saturday. That he found that disappointing, that because in order to use the Rocksteady, it crops in on you.
Oh, yeah.
But
Understandable.
But I mean, if you're vlogging with it, you put in a Rocksteady to vlog, it's a great camera. But he said it was very disappointing as a true action camera, which I think you're going to use it more like I do,
Yeah.
more like vlogging.
Mhm.
And then it's cool at auto levels and everything. The picture quality is really good.
I have a funny feeling I'm gonna have the Osmo Action, which is sitting right there. The Action 3, which is due in a couple days. I'll have the X2, and I think I'm gonna buy that X3.
I'm thinking about I said I wasn't going to get the X3, but damn it all. Can you imagine if I had the X2 with me that day and I could have dunked it right in the water and the 360 shots of the salmon and just framed it up? I mean, I'm such an
Dude.
idiot. It takes up no space
Yeah.
in the bag.
Matter of fact, I will show you.
You did it, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. I seem to recall that. I don't know why. I'm usually pretty clever and I think of stuff. I did not think of dunking the camera in the freaking drink.
I did that in Maui. I purposely bought this ball of twine to hook on to the Osmo Action. I had a little adapter and everything. I was gonna and when we went out whale watching, we actually had 3 whales, humpback whales that swam 10 feet under the boat. And I was all set up for it. And you think Ron would remember to drop that camera? No.
No, you get caught in the moment.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it? Carlson that had a camera. You put it on a board upside down and just let it float around the water.
You can.
really?
Yeah, totally. You could. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, like when I was filming in Katmai, it took all my effort to like remember what I was doing. It's like, gotta film, gotta use this camera, gotta use the other camera. Like a lot of work to get the shot.
Oh, here it is, Chuck. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, you gotta share it.
Share screen.
Studio A had a fire, burnt to the ground.
Is this showing up in large screen?
Yeah, well, it looks like it looks like
You hit
your
the little
webpage.
box in the bottom corner there.
Yeah, the
Oh,
one your
okay.
mouse is on right now, full screen.
Hold on, I gotta go back again.
You were there, just maybe you can't see it, but we could.
Oops.
Oh, you're gonna do it. You're gonna click on it, then share the window.
Sure.
Fun with you again there, Justin.
I'm watching them too in the chat.
Here it is.
Keep it up.
Chuck.
Yeah.
When I stuck with the salmon swim, this is what you should have done.
Oh, there's a lot of
You have
hindsight.
to hit the play button.
There is
I
so
did.
much hindsight as 2020 shoulda, coulda, woulda stuff in any video. It's really it's a
It's
bummer.
not playing.
Now
There it is. No, that's great. That's super cool. Emerald had some stuff on their webpage like that. That was really neat. Emerald Air Service had a couple of clips in their videos like that. They only have like 31 subscribers. Isn't
Really?
that weird?
Oh. Wow.
My video in 3 days has more
Okay.
views than most of their videos.
Huh.
It's so bizarre. I don't understand. I would think a lot of people, well, maybe they just go for information and they don't click on it to subscribe.
So Justin, did you like buy jewelry, dinner, promise the rubber feet tonight?
Oh, we're doing something on Friday. Hey, hold on. I put her thing on the stream last night, and she thought she was all loved by everybody.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning, no coffee. None of
No
you guys
coffee.
remember that? None of you guys remember this last night?
For her birthday, PayPal.
She wanted somebody to buy her a coffee, and not one person bought her a coffee.
I put
Yeah.
that. I've put that on our YouTube channel. You can buy somebody. You can buy us a cup of coffee, kind of thing.
She woke up this morning, she was like,
Nobody.
all zeros in there.
Yeah, I know how that feels. Sorry, Sarah. I feel the love like you. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. Spending thousands on gear and then No money from
Parking
YouTube at
lot.
all. Nothing. Zero, nada.
Used an Osmo to capture. Jesus, JD.
What do you say?
When
Where is
Justin
it?
was beached in the parking lot of Chipotle, they used an Osmo to capture. Then you have to put out that sign, "Shut up, JD."
Yeah, the shut up JD sign. Christ. Hey, they have a deal on holographic stickers at Sticker Mule. $29 for 50 of them.
Hmm.
Popped into my inbox. Your wife bought her own cup. Screw you guys. Buy my own coffee. It was a Wawa Wally World.
No, it's a gas station.
Well,
I
Hodges,
thought it was slang for like Walmart or something like Wally
How do you
World.
know? How do you not know what Wawa is? They're literally based out of New York.
I've never seen one in New York.
You buy your own birthday cake, Judson?
They're like
Really?
a
I've never
high
s-
end. Yeah, they're
I've-
like a pretty high end gas station.
Paul, I
I've
sent you a
never
message.
seen one in central
Oh,
New York. Maybe they're
yeah.
more downstate.
I don't know
I
exactly
should
where in
look
New
it up.
York,
I
but
seriously,
Yeah,
I've never.
From Paul. I'll stay here.
Okay,
Wawa gas.
Are you gonna take
oh, it's based out of New Jersey, Sarah said.
I'm gonna
Oh,
take
they're downstate.
the
Yeah,
nano.
they're like New York, like towards New York City and New Jersey. You're right. And then like they're in Pennsylvania a bit too. It's
If
like
you
that
ever
whole
go in there and check them out, dude.
I
They
made
got
your house
really
call.
good food.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, you did.
Oh, I see why. Yeah, that's the turf in Pennsylvania I don't usually frequent because I'm usually on 81. If I'm drifting north south on like through
It's like a high
Pennsylvania.
class 7-Eleven. It's really
Hmm.
not. They're very clean gas stations.
Interesting.
They'll have like, dude, they'll have like 5 or 6 employees working in there at one time.
So see, that's why I didn't register with me. I've probably driven right by them like when we've been down around downstate, but never stopped at one for whatever reason.
hey, Hodges, I'm going after Mr. Kitty on Monday.
You go where?
Going after Mr. Kitty.
Who's
Oh.
that?
I'm going mountain lion hunting.
Oh, are you?
Oh, scary.
Wow.
Isn't that what Bill Thomas said? One of the scary things he ran into was like a mountain lion. They are scary. They'll track your ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So is there many of them there or what?
Oh, God, we have a lot. Right across from Devil's Tower, about 4 miles, right directly across from it. There's a dirt road right across from Devil's Tower, but we go back about 4 miles back there and we have a property, leased property. And that's where the boss told me today to go on Monday. So I'm going back there Monday morning and taking the 4-wheeler up on the hill as far as I can go till I get it stuck in the snow, and then I'm gonna hike.
Oh, okay.
But
Careful.
I'll have a large caliber weapon and a phone. And then if I find fresh tracks, he said to call him and he'll bring the dogs and
I just kind of wondered if you can use dogs.
yep, we'll go from there.
You put
Yeah.
vests on the dogs or
What's that?
you put vests on the dogs?
Like a vest.
No,
No.
Oh, yeah, Chuck, if you ever get a chance to go on one of those, do it.
Probably will get the chance,
Dogs,
Justin. I just
Ron
it's like-
Walker.
it
I'm
looked
sorry.
like
What kind of dogs walk around?
I'm not sure what kind they are. He told me today his one dog is not doing well and the other one died. I'm like, oh crap. He's like,
Yeah.
don't worry, I got a backup plan. I got a friend who will be there in 45 minutes and he has 5 dogs. I'm like,
Oh.
shit. Go find them.
Walker hounds here for coyote hunting.
huh.
Like a giant beagle.
They're up further than I thought.
That's when you bring it. That's when you use like Rottweilers, man.
Nice. That'd make for a good
Who
video.
knows?
Put a little Insta 360 go-to around the neck of every single Rottweiler and just let them loose.
Great now. Everybody's
Release the
talking about it.
hounds.
I don't have one.
Release the hounds.
Actually,
There's almost no-
chows make really good dogs for stuff like that because of the amount of hair they have.
Yeah.
Can actually protect them from getting bit and stuff. And chows are vicious, man. I used to have a couple of them when I was younger.
David's in here. How long, David? David, I just saw you up there. How long you been in here, dude?
A couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
Enough time for Laura to insult Ron.
What's that?
I said, I've been in here enough time for Laura to insult Ron.
Yeah.
When you said what type of dogs, you didn't know what type of dogs. Laura shouted, ones with 4 legs.
Yeah,
Poor
poor
legs.
legs.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to drop off
Hopefully.
soon. I gotta go rescue Lori from her office. She's put in.
Yeah.
This is
So Ron,
the first
they
long
would,
day of tax season.
they would just tree the cougar, right?
Yeah, because lions have very small lungs. They
Yeah.
they don't run very far. That's why they tree.
Because they'll go up a tree, right? And the
Oh,
hounds will hold them out of the tree.
Yeah,
So
if
they-
you got 5 dogs down at the base of the tree, they ain't coming down.
Yeah.
You get my dog back?
Can you kiss my ass?
No.
Oh
What
wow.
was that? I heard that.
Kicking her arse. Kicking her arse.
She's
That's
on
a-
one.
Even in that accent, that's a language we all can understand.
You better straighten her out, David. Let me know how that goes for you.
Shite.
You can all kiss my.
Talking shite.
I'm going to
She
be
like-
honest. If she ever offers you to kiss her ass, don't do it. I know where it's been.
Is that
Oh my
encouraging
God.
her?
You know, I'm just not saying anymore.
Is that encouraging her, David?
Probably.
Yeah. I noticed how Chuck whacked off on that then.
You haven't left yet, Paul, or what?
What's that?
Have you left yet?
No, not yet.
He's
It's
back.
It's
He
still
does
out
fine.
about 4 or 5 miles, 6 miles out.
Oh,
You got
Paul, those
his
your
flying hat
credentials? Those your
Yes,
credentials
badge,
clipped on you
flat
there on
hat.
your badge? Your badge? Nice.
David, she's like the annoying little sister I never had.
yeah.
Justin, you love me, really?
It's that way, innit?
on. She's the little sister who probably would beat you up, Justin.
Well, probably because honestly, I probably wouldn't hit her back anyway. So
Probably
You know, you-
plunging the ground like a
I
tent
don't
stake.
recommend you hit her back. She'll get you in the nuts. Go for the front.
apparently, David has experience with that.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Apparently.
ask you, is this from firsthand experience or what?
Sounds
Yes.
like first foot experience. First and second foot. You're in Buffalo there for a second.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is right there.
Just below that.
That is really cool. You can track boats like that.
Yep. Oh, you can see them all over the world. Have you seen this before?
Is there a way to track trains in a similar fashion?
I don't know.
But there is nothing.
But
Because
ships,
that's
You can't even find schedules because a lot of them don't run on schedules anymore.
look at that.
there's
Wow.
the ships around
Holy
the world.
crap. That's a lot of stuff floating around.
And you can zoom in on any particular place and then go look and see what they are. Like
Wow.
like-
You know, that's kind of mind blowing. I can't believe.
What's the difference in all the different colors?
the blue ones, that's a Carnival cruise. Those are cruise ships.
Blue.
Carnival, Rotterdam. The green ones are cargo. The red ones are tankers.
Cool. Very cool. What about the little purple ones?
They could be military or the
Private too. So I
private. Yeah.
gotta go get something to drink. Ugh.
Wow, that's cool. I was just wondering if there's something like that for like trains, because I always like to be able to keep track, like, so I could be at a railroad crossing and get some freaking train porn filmed.
Train porn.
Train porn and bridge porn with train porn would be the ultimate. Bridge train porn. You laugh, but you know it's good stuff.
Strangely enough, though, there is a website like this for trains in the UK. It
Yeah,
only covers the UK.
I wished I had done a better job of doing my homework when we were in England, because that train down by Corfe Castle would have been really cool to film, and I wasn't even paying attention to it. And I missed the last run. I had the Mavic 3 in the air. Had I been thinking, I could have caught the last run of it. I've got some nice tight shots of that thing.
Was it a normal electric train or was it a steam train?
Steam train, and it's so
That
cool.
ship's moving. Boogieing.
I got nothing of that, but that was a fail on my part.
That was the
The
nice
whole
guy.
Jurassic Coast is gorgeous.
Hmm.
David, you and Laura should go down there and just film the piss out of it, because it's great.
I don't need to go to the Jurassic Coast.
Why not?
I
Are
go
you
to
there?
I go to the mother-in-law's. That's Jurassic enough.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right.
Wait for it.
Well, that was. I miss my mother-in-law. Is that weird?
Hmm.
She was awesome.
She passed away.
Yeah, 2 years ago, December 23rd. She passed on Festivus.
Festivus.
Yeah, supposedly COVID. Good woman.
Yeah, was it George Costanza's dad? Festivus.
Yeah. Feats of strength, state your grievances. They had the poll.
Festivus.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
I gotta jump, peoples. This has been fun.
Hey,
though.
Chuck, well, thanks for coming in. Hey, look at Justin is excited.
He looks
Yeah.
excited.
It's
Yeah.
Sarah's birthday.
Nice.
Oh boy, he's saying, oh boy, oh boy.
Look at that.
Mhm.
That's rough, right?
He hasn't
there.
worked out it's there yet.
Oh my god.
That's a classic there.
Yeah, when she yells tonight, "Where's my birthday present?"
This is why I tell you, don't encourage the Laura.
And then,
Because she
then
gets
you're
in
gonna
with
hear
your
Justin,
partners and
when
you
she
end
asks
up
where the birthday present is, Justin's just gonna go zip. Here it is. Stand back.
Do with it what you will, right?
Stand
Mhm.
back. I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
That's
Maybe.
why you don't encourage the Laura, because she gets in with your partners and then your partners end up sending her pictures and then Laura takes over and suddenly that picture's everywhere.
Yep, they've been doing
Wow.
it to me all week.
Never send pictures. All right, guys. I'm gonna split. I'm gonna go.
Okay,
I'm
Jack.
rescuing Lori from her office prison. Her
You go pick up the wifey.
See you, Chuck.
Who's that? It's a big ass dog right there.
There he is.
Wow.
Which one are you talking about?
I mean, the other one's not big.
Oh,
She's-
that's a tiger.
Digger.
That's a lion.
Animal watch.
yeah. Put the girl back on. Anyway,
Yeah, I know. I said, why? You want a dog
that's
there?
what's getting the views. The girl's
dog.
getting the views. 100%. Anyway. All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
Chuck,
guys.
thanks for coming in, buddy.
We'll see you later. You guys take care. Catch you
Yeah.
later.
Later.
Players. Sahil, Dominic was here earlier, but I think he's gone out.
Yeah, he just left a while ago. Yeah.
Newfound Drone Bills, how you doing? He's in the chat.
Well, as you can see, I've started packing everything.
Oh,
It's all the paperwork ready to go.
it's a lot of
We'll
paperwork.
put in a box in a minute, little lady.
So yeah, you're getting down to the wire, David, huh?
Yep, 2 weeks on Friday.
Hmm.
But still not.
No
Well-
word on anything yet.
Now, the council has said don't move out, let him take it to court. So by the
Wow.
time he's done that, it's going to be mid-March.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think you're gonna do?
Well, I think the next big step will probably come on the 20th of February when we have the meeting with the council's homeless team. That's when they decide whether they're going to help us properly or not. I mean, it should have been done months ago, but no, they're going to do it a month after our eviction date.
Hey, Bill. How you doing, Bill?
Hmm.
Bill from Newfound Drone Productions in the house.
Yep.
Didn't he have another name he was going by for a while? I forgot what it was. No.
I don't think so. I can't remember, but you know, my memory is
Something I think, wasn't it?
my memory isn't all that hot, Paul.
Yeah, it was something like he's bigger than Matt or something.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something there that because I'd kind of gone, who the hell is that? And then, oh yeah, it's Bill, so.
3 plus. Where the hell's the plus sign?
Okay.
See, TikTok's upset some people today. There was
No.
a young girl in the UK, a Miss Pageant girl, top model. Over the last couple of weeks, she's suddenly got acne and it's spread all over her face. And TikTok went, ooh, gross, and banned her.
Oh, they got crap for that, I'm assuming.
Oh, they got totally crap. Justin, you got to check your email.
Maximum Impact Adventures. That's the one I was thinking of, Bill. Is that channel still going? And Justin, check your email.
I'll check it. Hold on, I'm doing something.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. That's what they're saying. Forget the fact that when you get the bailiffs called out on you, you get not a criminal conviction, but you get a marking on your credit file, which damages your credit file. I mean, you can't then go private rented. You can't get a mobile phone or anything for 6 years. I mean, yeah, ruined my life just for the sake of delaying everything for a couple of days.
Just for the sake of it, huh?
Yep.
He hasn't posted it in a long time, but once he's more active, yeah, because when you're out in your kayak and stuff there, yeah. Huh.
I've given up shouting on Google now.
Giving up on what, Google?
Yeah, on the Google. I
Oh.
know. Turn off living room TV.
Okay, turning off the living room TV.
Turn off the cage.
Sure, turning off Finch Cage.
I'll do. No more of that hey darn thing.
Oh.
Having a row with it.
Yep, the critters are glad I'm home.
Yeah, surprising. Just
There's 6 of them.
what?
6 of them out there right now.
Oh, you got 6. You got some does out there now, eh?
Yeah, a couple does.
Wants me to check my email.
3 does, $3.
Tell you what, Ron, they tied it up well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Go to my email. But
Just see it like cats and dogs. Call in the Green Up crew.
That was so funny today, though. I pulled the truck in up front, and I'm getting out, and I had, oh my God, my truck was loaded with stuff, clothes and coolers and bags, and I'm unloading the stuff, and I looked over and I'm like, and I saw 3 little eyeballs, sets of eyeballs peeking around the corner at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I answered you, JD.
So, like, I don't mean to be cruel, Dave, but how are you guys, if you have to move, how are you going to move? You guys don't have any wheels.
I will hire a van.
Oh, okay.
Just got to find someone to drive it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're free in a couple of weeks, Paul,
Okay.
Yeah, just pop in
Yeah. Do you have a license? No.
now.
No.
But don't worry, if you pop in, I'll buy you a Tim Hortons.
Oh, okay.
And as you know, that's worth gold in the UK.
Well, see, what you could do is find a place close to Tim Hortons, and then Laura wouldn't have far to go.
Don't encourage you.
Anybody?
That's a good one.
Hold on.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you get into that position, right? So,
There's just nothing out there at all. If
Yeah.
I've gone onto the right move today, put in our postcode, put 10-mile radius, and one property comes up, and that's a 1-bed house share. So you rent the room.
no kidding.
You
Yeah.
can't live in that. Luckily, they're all on wheels, but now we've got boxes to put the birds in.
Yeah,
Medical boxes. They'll go into that.
yeah,
We'll put down the cages, and then set them up wherever we move.
yeah.
That's if we're keeping the birds yet. If we get put in a hotel, then obviously the birds can't come with us.
Yeah, that's true. Is there another rescue group that can take them?
No, not allowed. It's against the law at the moment.
Well,
Yeah, because you can't rehome them, can you?
No. Don't worry, Sparky. I'll sneak you in.
yeah.
All right, then I won't. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll sneak you in and you're going, F off.
I don't want to go with you. Mate. I want to stay here.
You stay here with a nasty landlord. You know what the worst? Stop swearing now. You know. Yeah, you know what the worst bit is? Even though in 2 weeks' time we're getting launched out or any time after that,
Well, whatever. Yeah.
yeah, we are still getting the damp and all that fixed, which is the landlord's responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still talking to the management company that deals with the outside of the building to get the problem fixed to stop the damp.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we could just turn around and say, "Nah, just carry the water, let the water come in."
Not my problem. Yep.
Yeah.
But no, we'll do the right thing. Yes, bird flu, darn bloody thing. Corvid for birds.
So you said you got boxes for all of them?
Yeah.
Are they like special boxes or just regular ones?
No, they're special. They're like the little cages, wooden
Yeah.
box, cage fronts.
Hey, that ship's not going very fast, Paul. It's only 7.6 knots.
Yeah. 7.4 I've got.
Yeah.
Well, he's going down to drop off down at the St. Clair Power Plant, I believe. And
Right.
right now, the American Century is still there.
So maybe he's got to kill some time, does he?
Yeah, he's gonna be slow roll.
Have you flown the Nano since you got it?
No, this will be the first flight. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but I gotta get it up there and there's no wind.
Yeah.
And the fog is let up, as you can see from the,
I've been watching that clears the bell right now.
yep. Yeah, for anybody that wants to watch this fiasco, I'll be on Stream Time Live on the live cam in Port Huron.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta move all the bird cages and everything too, right, David?
Yeah, it's easy enough. Like I said, once they're in the box, the birds are in the boxes, which is the hard part.
Yeah.
chasing the little buggers around.
Yeah.
Once they're in there, the cages come down pretty easy.
Here comes your buddy Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
Yay.
You got cages and everything.
I got a cage here I want to sell, but it's one of those, I don't know if you ever seen it, Critter Nation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's actually a popular brand in the US.
Yeah. Well, see, there's a Ferret Nation and a Critter Nation. The Critter Nation, the one I have, the wires are closer together, so you can have mice, rabbits, or whatever, small ones, right? And it's a double height one, right? And got the two doors open right up, wide open, and all the trays can take them out to wash them. And
Well, wish me luck. I'm going to head down there.
okay, Paul, well, have a good flight if you can.
You got it until I get back.
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
All right. And invite all your friends.
Yeah, there you go. Go. Why? If I got friends.
Yeah, good luck.
William,
Okay.
I
Yeah, my phone's 2 hours off. It said it's 8:49. I was like, holy crap.
6:49.
Yeah, I know. My new phone says it's 8:49.
Well, you
I was
know,
like, what the hell?
with it getting dark early, sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what time it is. Come on, Boo.
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
how's it going, Willie?
Good. Well, Justin, I figured you'd wake up today and you'd check, you'd have 90 subscribers. They always, when somebody gets to a certain point, they always go back and take about 20 or 30 away. But you're still at 107, so you're doing good.
Yeah, like I said, I got to 100 last night.
Yeah.
And then I woke up this morning, had 102, and then by the afternoon time, I had 105.
Yeah.
But I also gained like 5,000 or 6,000 views between 4 shorts since last night.
Yeah.
So that could have been, I think that's what pulled in some people.
Yeah.
Well, Paul has fun flying the Nano because he hadn't had it out. I'd be flying the daytime first before I took it out at night, or even tried it from his backyard first. He really should have done.
Well, I'm getting a phone call out. If I get kicked off, I'll come back.
Okay. What are you? We're gonna be here for at least half an hour better before Paul gets back. So. Where's the ship now? I just had to do a refresh. That's kind of things not going very fast. Holy damn, okay, it's going slow. Usually it's down through by now. But like you said, it's going into St. Clair and there's another ship already there. So I don't know. I don't see when. I don't know. Paul said there was one already in the St. Clair, but I don't. American Century, but I don't see it there. Huh. Oh, down there. Yeah, American Century's in there. Yeah, down at the power plant, just down below St. Clair. Yeah. Yeah, I could be waiting to taking his time because the other one probably getting ready to pull away.
Hey, does anybody want to go to Alaska with me in 2024 and go fishing?
God, we could wish.
I just got off the phone with like the 10th person. My neighbor, the guy that owns the grocery store, pestered the hell out of me, like, Ron. When you going back to Alaska? August 24. Can you get me in?
No kidding.
Wouldn't let me alone. Ron, can you get me in? Can you get me in? I get him in. Call the owner. I said, well, we can, okay, Ron, we'll squeeze one more person in. I get him in. 2 weeks later, he cancels. I'm like, son of a.
Jesus.
Now I can't find anybody else to fill that spot.
This is the cage that 3 zebra finches are in at the moment.
Well, okay, that's not like what I got. Wow, like that's two cages, right?
Yeah, but it's made as one.
Mm.
It has down the center. It has a divider.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
But yeah, at the moment, there's 3 zebra finches in that.
But they just knock apart, don't they? Mine does. I just give a little tap to it. That comes apart in sections. Yeah.
Yep. Get the Allen key out, rip it apart.
Yeah.
Dabba Bill.
Yeah, but that's got to be a pricey trip too, Ron, isn't it?
It's not bad. It's about $3,000.
Oh, excuse me.
I suppose all the things you got to go through to get to there and everything else, and how they get you there.
If you get the Alaska Airlines credit card,
Yeah.
I have 2 credit cards. One's Alaska Airlines, one's United. And I use them just to gain airline points. The Alaska Airlines credit card, if you get it and you spend $1,000 in 3 months.
Yeah.
In other words, buy groceries, buy gas, buy whatever, pay your gas, your electric bill, whatever, in 3 months. That's not hard to do, to spend $1,000 in 3 months. You get 45,000 airline points. That's enough to fly round trip.
No kidding. Wow.
I haven't paid for my airline ticket in 3 years.
Mm.
I see how Ron's paying for all this, putting himself in credit card debt.
No, my credit card's paid. I pay it off every month.
It's okay, Ron. We're here to help.
Yeah, Mark. I put hashtags in mine live today, and I got views from it. So something must be working.
Actually, Justin, which I kind of regret. I worry now. I paid the truck off. I called the bank the other day. I'm like, what's my payoff on my truck? They told me, I'm like, let me put it on my credit card. So I did.
Thinking about trading it in or what? Come on, get that new truck. Get the new truck.
You know.
But the thing that worries me is that now it's paid off. Now shit's going to start breaking.
Yeah, it's start breaking. Yeah.
That's what I said. Trade it in. Get that big old Ram bar you wanted.
Yep.
Talking about you really, if somebody parks in your space this time. Yeah.
Oh,
Ram. You push that little Prius right out of the way. You won't have to hook it to it.
It won't be pretty.
One of the dualies, right? Away we go.
Yeah. But.
Yeah, at least the truck's officially yours. You actually own it.
I do.
Because some people always say, "Oh, this is my house. This is my car."
Well,
Paying a payment on it?
Yeah.
Well, it ain't yours.
It's the banks.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't yours till I bet you it's paid off.
Yeah, bank owns part of it. Yeah.
Well, I know someone that will have a different opinion on that one.
At that point, you're just, I mean, pretty much. I mean, honestly, a mortgage, you're pretty much renting from the bank till it's paid off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you are gaining equity then.
Yeah, you are, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not technically yours till. But see, my dad did that on his house, Ron, right? He owed
That the ship is
20. He owed 26,000 on it, and he walked into the bank with, I think it was like 19.5 or 20,500, and put it down and said, will you guys take this? And they were willing to knock off, I think, like 6,000 or 7,000 just to get it off their books.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And he paid it because he got like a $60,000-$70,000 check from back payments because California was screwing him out of his when he was on disability for like 3 years, and they weren't paying him for workman's comp.
Really?
They didn't pay him for like 2 or 3 years. But luckily my dad had enough, you know, he had money from his other business and all that. So it got him through, but yeah, they ended up cutting him a check after like 2.5 years. It was like 70 or 80 grand.
Wow.
So he just paid his house off, sold it and moved.
Okay.
That's a big old boat.
Yeah, it's well lit up and down the side. So I'm just looking for a flashing strobe light here in a minute.
Yep.
You won't quite be on it just yet because it hasn't come up quite up to the bridge yet. So
Come on.
it's on HD. So, okay. If Paul have a strobe light on, you should be able to see that in the red and green lights. So,
Come on.
Was that getting close up towards the bridge?
yeah, the front end is just about to the bridge now. I'll probably be just under the bridge or just before the bridge catching it right now, I would think. That ship's really moving slow, eh? It's not in a hurry. Like
Sure
it's
is.
just, yeah.
Hey, Ron, the only thing you gotta promise to me, if you buy a new truck, you gotta do a live unboxing of it.
Yeah.
In a way, right? Right before you leave the dealership, you gotta go on a live stream and show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Be a live unboxing of a new, I don't know, what do you look, what would you get if you did get a truck?
It'd be another F-150.
Mhm. What year is that one you got there now?
14.
Is it that old, eh? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's 6, 7, 8, 9 years old almost.
Oh.
How many miles on it?
She's getting up there 180.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Wow, look where he goes to work.
Yeah. That and the guiding, believe it or not, it puts a lot of miles on.
Now, do you get money for using your own vehicle for doing stuff like that? Does he like give you guys like mileage pay or anything?
Is that Paul's car, the white one?
No, on my income tax, I get mileage because I'm considered self-employed as a guide, and I write off my mileage. The only mileage I get at work is if I travel anywhere other than Dickinson.
Okay.
Maybe the mileage, like if I go to Bismarck, it's 190 miles round trip.
Oh, then he pays you if you have to go farther.
Well,
Yeah, I'll show you guys something here in a minute. I kind of a little pissed off right now at the bus company, but I'll show it to you in a minute.
But I get
They sent out an email wanting next week some of our drivers to go to different locations to drive because they're short on drivers. I don't understand why they're taking our drivers away. You know, trying to look for people, you know, they've already got bus runs. So why are they, you know, why are they, I mean, they're offering quite a bit of money, but I just went, what, really? You know, now we're going to be short drivers here unless they got enough spare drivers or something. But, oh, there's Paul. Well, he's round by the back of the ship right now. He's going around the back of it. So
he's got to have that flying part under that bridge down to a science.
Oh,
yeah. So many times.
Well, the funny thing is, he only started that about, what, 4 or 5 months ago. He never used to do night ships, and he was either on the north side of the bridge or the south side of the bridge, depends which way he was going. He never flew under the bridge. Then all of a sudden, he just decided he was going to do it. I guess something different, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this guy, if he back off a bit, you might see Paul. But, oh, got a spotlight out. One thing putting it on Paul.
Yeah.
Huh?
We got a drone spying on us.
Hard trying to see what the hell that was, maybe. Because he did put the spotlight on there for a minute.
I saw the drone.
Yeah.
Side.
You'd see Paul come down the other side of it here in a minute.
I just saw him.
Huh?
I just saw him.
Did you?
Yep.
Somebody needs to go out and clean that camera.
Yeah, so that's what that guy was doing, probably spotlighting, trying to spotlight the drone.
It's a little more fights than make stuff, but it don't a real killer.
It's like that, drone's gonna do any damage to that shit. Holy crap, man.
I don't know what he's listening to, but it sounds copyrighted.
Yep.
The Paul should be coming back down this side of the ship shortly.
Holy
Yeah.
crap, this phone charges fast.
Yeah.
It went from 10 to 25% in literally like 8 minutes.
Yes, your Samsung should charge.
It's got the 25-watt charging.
Yeah, it'll charge up to 75% is normally extremely fast, and then the last 25% slows down a little bit.
Yeah.
It does that to stop your battery overcharging.
Where's okay?
Oh, there he is.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's stopping there by the looks of it. Yeah. Oh, he's going up. Oh, way up out of the sky. He's going up high to get a high shot, I guess. So maybe. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna see. Okay, minimize this, stop it. Okay, cool. Okay, stop that. Where is my email? Cool. When did I get this? For Monday morning?
Well, Mark, I don't have the SIM card in it yet. I'm just doing all I'm getting everything transferred over. So once I put
Okay.
the SIM card in, it should fix it.
I don't know if anybody can read this, but here we go. This is from the bus company. Hope y'all had a happy New Year and Christmas break. So we're looking for a driver that may be in charge of driving next week at other First Student locations across Ontario, such as Ancaster, Owen Sound, and Burlington. Below is a breakdown of what you'll be paid. $1,000 for a week. They'll put you up in a hotel for a week. They'll give you 40 days of $40 a day for meals and 55 cents a kilometer round trip and driving time to get to the location and back. Okay? I get $300 for a fucking week of driving the bus. But if you go to another location, they'll give you $1,000. They put you up in a motel. So say Burlington, that's Toronto. You ain't going to get a place under $150 a night. So you got 5 nights. So you're $750. So there's $1,750 plus $40 a day for meals. 5 days, that's $200. Okay. So you're up to $2,000. Plus they're going to pay you 55 cents a kilometer plus your driving time to get there and back. I think they only want to pay us $300 a week. What, really?
They're giving you $40 a day per diem.
Jesus. Oh, I just bull crap.
You gotta work for the same company and just tell them, hey, I'm gonna only drive bus up in this area. Pick an area.
But the one of the runs there they want you to cover, well, I wouldn't go there anyways. It's up fucking probably 10 feet of snow up there. But Owen Sound, it's got to be 4 hours, 400 kilometers or better up there.
Well, that's because that's probably the same issue my company's running into, right? Is what they're doing is they're probably not really making any money off these contracts. They're just trying to fulfill them so they don't lose them. So at some point they can get people in there. And so they're making it super enticing for you to want to go out of town.
Yeah.
Because a lot of companies are doing that. Like my company, like I said, there's a couple contracts where they keep pulling people to go fill. But when you add in what they're charging per hour for that tech to be there, and then you add up their hotel costs, their per diem, the drive time, they're not making any money off those contracts. They're just trying to fulfill them so they don't lose them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's the same thing with the bus companies because they have contracts with these cities.
But holy crap.
School districts.
Without even drive time requirements, you're up to $2,000 for a week. Really?
Yeah, and what they pay you, they probably make a lot more than you
Oh, yeah.
realize. Off
Yeah,
of you.
I mean, look at that. So you just bought the company I work for. And I tell you, that didn't go cheap. Because, there was about 84 runs. So, you're probably looking at at least 80 buses they had to buy out. Plus
I'm sure that was probably a $15-20 million buyout, if not more.
Yeah, exactly. So they wouldn't be buying it if they weren't making money. And the funny thing is, this company that just bought us, they just bought a whole shitload of new buses too. Their school bus layer, they bought 120, 130, I think right now, or in that area. My bus was 2 years. No, what was that? The other bus? It was 102, but that was several years ago. But they're probably 130, 140,000 for a school bus. I mean, all it is a fucking box on wheels.
Sorry, Paul, just stop you there.
Yeah.
Edward said it looks like Paul's drone may have gone in the water.
The what?
Edward Hezak says, not sure if it was Paul's drone, but it looked like it went in the water.
Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on.
How'd
you watching on the
because he was going up the last time I seen him.
Yeah.
Hold on. Pull up stream time and go back on it a little bit.
Yeah, I can pull that up and go back on it.
We're gonna know in a minute when Paul comes in the house all pissed.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Oh, okay. So Ron, while we're waiting, is your friend gonna be able to go with you to Alaska?
I'm sorry.
Where's
You
your
want
friend
to go to Alaska?
Is your friend gonna be able to go with you to Alaska?
No, you want to know if your friend is going to be up going to Alaska with you.
It ain't looking like it.
Oh, hey.
Excuse Ron, he's having a brain fart.
Yeah. That happens.
Okay, I'm at the point where he disappeared into the clouds.
I'm trying to think of which trip you're talking about.
The bear, hunting bear or whatever.
Is that my friend for the photography trip?
Yeah.
We come up with a new idea today, which I got to present to him tomorrow. But that may have turned things around.
That's good.
Like I said, he's a good friend, a disabled veteran. I'm just really hope I can make it happen for him.
Yeah, I do too.
What the hell's Laura's on about?
Who knows?
What part of Alaska are you going to?
Up around it. Well, we're going to Anchorage initially, and then flying south down towards Kodiak Island.
Okay. Is that close to Homer, Alaska?
No.
Well, when we get into Anchorage, we're going to drive over to Homer, which is about a 4 or 5 hour drive, and then fly over the Cook Inlet over to Kodiak Island area.
Ooh.
Hold on. You just said ooh, but you're not sharing the screen. What the hell happened?
It's gonna share it right here, right now. Just going back to it. So watch it here. Okay, watch. But I think he was coming in to land, but he still could have been, but it's the angle where the cameras are. But I'm not sure if you sit and watch. Can you see him? He comes down low. He's down here. Then he's coming closer. Then all of a sudden it just dropped.
Oh shit!
Yep, right in the water. Holy hell! What was he flying? Was he flying the Nano?
Yeah, he had that brand new Nano first flight.
That
Oh,
looks
shit.
pretty, I don't know, that looked pretty big for a Nano.
Huh?
He said it looks pretty big for the Nano.
Replay that again, Paul.
Okay, just give me a second here.
That sure as hell looked like it.
I don't know, it's hard to tell though.
Okay, see it?
I
Yeah.
just I can't tell because it's hard to say.
But see, the camera is behind Paul. Okay.
I can see the drone clear as day,
Okay.
For me, it looks fuzzy.
and it's right down to the level of the boat.
Yeah. But it gets over here and down it went.
Like an all tail, I
shit.
swear.
Huh? I don't know, Paul, just bringing it down to land it or it went in the water. I don't know.
What
Wow.
kind of drone was it? The Altair Nano?
If that was his drone, then yes, it would have been the all
Oh,
tail.
yeah.
Well, we're not sure if it was his or not though. I don't know. Could you clearly tell though, Ron?
You could see it when it came down. It was actually at the level of the boat.
Almost
All
down.
of a sudden, boom, it went down.
You gotta remember that the camera directly behind Paul. So Paul's between the ship and the camera. So he could have been bringing it over and then just dropped it down to come in the land. It could have looked like it, but it dropped awful fast.
Hmm.
Yeah, Curtis Hart says, I'll be there to rescue it.
Yeah, there you go.
Going out with the ship.
We'll know in a couple minutes if Paul comes in here all mother.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, even if he lost connection there, JDS, he should have returned home and come back to him. I don't know.
That's what I like about DJI. They're
Yeah.
always good to come back most
You
times.
still watching the video, Paul? The video stream?
Yeah.
Basic calls back and shows Paul. Because the ship will have gone by now, won't it?
Yeah, it's around the corner right now.
What if he lost signal again? Oh shit. But he
Somebody-
should have up.
But the funny thing is, he had not flown this yet. He took it out of the package, then took it down at nighttime, fly that ship. Like fly it in your backyard or sometime in the daytime to see what the hell the thing's gonna do. And see if you got the settings right. But he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
He-
Curtis said he could just, here he is.
Did you lose it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay, because
But
somebody
but
else's drone went in the
it's
water.
Same as usual. It just doesn't have the steam and the wind to get around the ship.
Well,
Wow.
somebody-
Watched it and it sure looked like it went into the water, Paul.
Oh, no.
that might have been somebody else's drone.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. That
It
didn't
might
look-
just be the way he came into land.
Yeah, I think it was. Like I said, it could be a depth perception thing because the camera's behind him and the ship's there. Paul's in the middle between it. So he might have just flew it across and, okay, now I'm going to drop it straight down, which I do too, right? But,
Yeah.
but it seems to drop awful quick, that's all.
yeah. Show him that footage, Hodges.
Yeah, as soon as he's ready there, I'll show it to him.
Just a minute, guys.
I got to go back to where it is.
William, where are you from?
North Carolina. Above Charlotte, about 60 miles above Charlotte, north of Charlotte.
Yeah.
65.
You're a southern boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably tell my accent.
yeah.
Old country boy hillbilly here.
Yeah. I used to be from the East Coast. I was a little bit north of Virginia.
Where do you live at? You say you live in Minnesota? Or,
Originally from Pennsylvania, but
yeah.
yeah. Not far from the West Virginia line.
Are you still working? You still in North Dakota?
I work in North Dakota, live in Wyoming.
Okay, well, okay.
Yep.
Well, Paul, we was all putting our tin hats on, armored suits, and getting ready to run.
Oh, really? You thought I put it in the drink?
Oh, you should see
Wait till
that
you see the
footage.
video.
Are you ready for this, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to watch the screen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is you right here. See the flashing strobe?
Yep.
Okay, you watch it for a few minutes here. Okay. You must be coming back, and you drop down about the level of the ship. Then it comes across here. Okay. It goes like this. Kind of hovers there for a minute. Then watch. It just drops right out of sight.
That's not me. I never went that far down the river.
Okay, so that wasn't his drone then.
No.
Well, somebody else has gone for the swim.
That's what I'm saying. But that it's not unusual for Paul to run into other drones down there. There's tons of
Oh
other
yeah,
people.
there's always somebody down there.
Yeah, so
Really,
that's what
you
I'm
see a
saying.
lot of other drones, Paul?
Yeah, what they do is they all see my videos and think that it's a piece of cake, and they go get a drone and want to do it too. You know?
And then suddenly they're in the swim.
If that was somebody else at nighttime, though, wouldn't it?
Well, the average person doesn't understand day or night what you should and shouldn't be doing. You know, it's like I'm licensed.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
The funny thing was, now, because before that, I thought I'd seen you flying. I went, that's an unusual, because all of a sudden you went straight up, and I'm just went, whoa, where's he? It went right out of sight. Couldn't see it for a bit.
To be honest, that looked like a bigger, like Justin said, it did look like a bigger drone than the Otero.
Yeah, I think it was like if it was a Autel, it was the bigger one because it had that strobe is awful friggin' bright on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine is just the little dinky strobes and they're up underneath.
Oh.
That was somebody else's drone.
But they went along like this, come and dropped down to about the level of the ship, then all of a sudden went over, then poof, you're gone. It was just whoa.
Yeah, I'm loading my video up now. I'll show you my video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see the video.
So what Paul means to say is he saw it and he took it out. Taking out the competition live.
Yeah, the drone could have just been near, closer to the camera, because you got to remember the camera's behind him and the ship there, so he was halfway in between, right? So
Right. Let me see. Go here and go to pictures. You're down here. Now this is going to be darker than normal simply because
you haven't done anything with it.
I haven't done anything to it. I haven't lightened it up. Okay, so let me screen share.
This is with the Nano, Paul?
Yep. This is with the Nano Plus.
Yeah, we seen you just on the other side of the bridge. It's probably about this one here that you were in, about this position. How's your screen? Can you see the ship better in the screen, or is that just like that?
I can see it better in the screen.
Okay.
But see, just before I took off, all of a sudden the wind picked up. It wasn't windy when I got there. You can see the smoke trailing off the back of the ship pretty good.
Remember, it's Mother Nature, subject to choose your mind or change your mind anytime she wants.
That's right, exactly. But look at the quality of that picture from that little dinky camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him flashing the light.
Yeah.
Well, see, you already had the spotlight going there. See.
That's a big ass boat.
Oh, you're kind of going a little wide there. Okay.
I'm trying to get it to go forward, so then I go up the side and it stalls. That's full speed forward in ludicrous mode.
No kidding, right?
Wow.
Oh, I see the other drone there. If you watch just above the trees,
Right
you'll see
here.
the flashing light. Yeah, you see it.
Oh, that's the building over there, flag.
Building.
It seems to have moved.
Is that boat going upstream or downstream, Paul?
Downstream.
That's why.
The wind's coming right directly up.
What I'm saying and figuring out here, that couldn't have been your drone because it was down along the side of it, I think.
Yeah,
But
over here, wasn't it?
yeah,
His drone took a dirt nap or a water nap.
well, after it went around the corner, but it hadn't turned yet. So-
Yeah, it was down there.
So you couldn't even go down the side of the ship then.
Nope, I couldn't. Right now it was full stick forward.
Wow.
Holy crap, man.
And that just shows that it just doesn't have the steam. I love the little drone, but and if I was just taking pictures, it'd be fine. But to follow something or chase something that's going about 5 or 6 knots.
Does it have a speed thing you can change on it? Well, that definitely wasn't you then.
You said it was in ludicrous mode. I should, of course, that's 40 some mile an hour in that Autel.
Yeah, but I think there's a slider though, where you can on ludicrous mode how fast you want it to go. If it's down like on a default setting someplace.
See, I didn't have time to go in and check any of that.
Yeah. But if that was you and you just went back from there, well, that definitely.
Yeah, I just went back.
was another drone.
Level went over and then came down and landed.
Well, see that other ship, that other drone, it was already going around the bend back, by the Coast Guard. When we seen that happening, you would have already been landing.
Yep.
Okay, so that wasn't you. Okay.
No, but it flew fine. It just didn't. It hasn't changed its characteristics as far as I'm concerned. And that video was pretty good. I can touch that up, lighten it up a little bit,
Just to let you know, Paul.
Yeah.
Curtis had your back straight away. He said, I'll be out there to get that back.
Yeah, he was booking an airline ticket with his underwater drone. He was on his way there. That you did the big splash.
He'd be spending more money for a ticket than what the drone cost.
Yeah. Yeah, save yourself some money, Kurt. Just buy him another drone.
Sparky.
Sparky. Talking to you.
Come on, Sparky, have a shit on him.
Yeah.
Don't
Sure.
even think about it, lady. You know the rules.
Poor Sparky.
How old is Sparky?
26 this year.
26. Really?
26 years old, and they only last about that long, don't they?
According to online, 15 to 20 years, but they have been known to live up to 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
But some of the bigger birds there, like the cockatoo, they can go up 35, 40 years.
Yeah, you can get birds that go up to 100.
Yeah, well.
Some parrots older than that.
Yeah.
Like the macaws and stuff.
Have you had her since she was young?
No, we've had her about 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
At time to fly, it did fly fine. It's just that it doesn't have the steam I wish it had.
Yeah, it should bring out mine because I don't. Does mine have ludicrous on it
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
or sport mode?
No,
Okay.
you got all three modes, I think.
Okay, get it fired up.
I'm okay. You okay? You piss off.
Yep.
You started bringing them swear words back out, ain't you? Stop it.
Was she swear?
Yeah, she says F off and piss off. But she doesn't say the F-U-C-K. She actually just
Yeah.
says F off.
Yeah.
I wonder where she learned that from.
Long before she came to us.
hmm
Uh-huh.
Stop it. Love you.
Well, the only thing is that picture that you showed of that drone. I never went that low to the water.
Okay.
And even when I came back home, I came back home at 100 feet.
Tell them.
It just landed like that, straight down in the parking lot.
Well, we weren't seeing things, Paul, were we? There was a drone.
Yeah, it's definitely a drone.
The
Oh,
basic.
yeah, it had to be. But
But if
I
you-
could tell by the strobe. See, my strobes were up underneath. Those little small little Flytron strobes, two of them.
Right.
And that had one great big, like what Paul has on his, a big ass drone.
And let that be a lesson to all you copywriters. Paul will take you out.
I don't know. Yeah, you can't really see this.
Edward, no, you cannot upgrade the motors, I don't think.
Yeah, see this one here. I don't know if I can show it or not.
Okay, see, mine, Paul, is up in the left-hand corner is where you select.
Well, see, I got ludicrous mode, but right below it says 34 mile an hour or 45 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So
45 would be ludicrous.
yeah, like see 34. You got a choice on speed limit: a 34 miles an hour or 45 miles an hour. So you may have to go to your ludicrous where it says it, and then there might be a mile an hour be underneath of it.
You didn't have to turn your drone on to find that, did you?
Yeah, I had to put the drone and everything on here. So
Oh, you had to turn the drone on too?
yeah, well, because it talks to the drone, it's got to.
Okay.
But see, mine says under ludicrous, two different speed limits.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's 34 mile an hour or 45 mile an hour.
Here's how big that little sucker is.
Huh. It'd be like sport mode or normal mode, wouldn't it? In DJI.
And DJI, yeah, it's sport mode. But here you got standard and standard speed, which is 22 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Ludicrous, I said it comes up, but it defaults to 34 mile an hour. But then you click on the mile an hour and you can change it to 45 mile an hour, so it'll be faster.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Nano's like that or not.
That's a little machine. Man, trying to boogie like that in the wind.
But I've only been flying mine. I have been doing it in standard mode all along. I've never had any problems, but actually I go into precision flight, and what it can do is really, really slow down the drone, like for cinematic shot, the way it turns, the speed, everything. So, okay.
I've heard of people with a drone just fly off, not come back. What would cause that? Just lose
It's the
signal?
fly away. No, when that happens.
Yeah, fly. What causes that? Just loss of signal, or
Yeah, loss of signal and not having it set properly, or it could be a defect in the drone.
oh yeah. I mean, like what would happen? Like on a DJI, what would happen if your phone went dead? Like say, oh shit, my phone went dead, what would happen? And you didn't have your charger, and what would happen?
No GPS or visual positioning. Please.
And well, if you have it set to return to home, it would just return to home.
I'll just turn
Automatically.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Paul, so I should go to settings?
Well, I went, does it say ludicrous there on the screen?
Yep,
Okay, because I went to settings and ludicrous.
because see here, you hit that and it goes from there, says obstacle avoidance may be invalid at maximum speed of 34 miles an hour, ludicrous mode.
Okay. Do you have the option to go into 45?
I don't know. I'd have to probably go in and
Probably on the Nano, probably not. On
I
the,
don't think so, Paul, but
Uh,
Well, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle out and say goodnight to you.
okay.
I'm more concerned you just used the word skadoodle.
Yeah.
Skedaddle,
Skadoodle. Skadoodle.
skedaddle, skedaddle.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Don't ever say skedaddle.
William, it's nice to meet you and talk to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
good
too.
talking to you.
Why? What
Are you
does
working?
skedaddle mean where you are, Justin? Catch you later on. Oops, sorry.
You working tonight, Ron?
Justin, get the hell off here and go rub your wife's feet. It's her birthday.
You guys are already getting me in enough trouble tonight.
Well, we're still
Did you buy a
trying.
new car? Did you buy this?
Yeah, we're still trying.
Justin, you only had to buy her a coffee. She didn't want much.
Yep.
No, it's Friday. I told you guys.
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Friday.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Catch
you
you later.
too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Later. See you.
Yeah, no, I don't have any settings where I can change that, Paul.
Yeah, okay. So you're maxed out at 34 then.
Yep.
I'm on the Nano. I'd say no.
So, and if I had a 15-mile-an-hour headwind, which I
Well,
think,
if it's on our head, well, you should still be able to go ahead, no problem.
except the ship is moving 8 knots down.
So that's what, about 10 mile an hour.
Yeah,
So that's 10 mile an hour and the headwind there. So now you're at 25 trying to catch the ship.
yep.
JD still in the chat?
I don't see him.
I've been transferring my phone over, so I haven't really been paying attention.
RC disconnected.
He sent Sarah $10 to get a coffee.
So, Justin, what does skedaddle mean where you are?
Skedaddle.
No, it doesn't mean anything. It's just not a manly thing for Ron to say.
Why? We say skedaddle all the time here.
Yeah, skedaddle. Skedaddle means move along, get going.
Get the hell out of here.
No, absolutely not.
Well,
Ron don't need to say
that's an
skedaddle.
old that's an old Western thing here. Skedaddle.
Yep. It is here.
I'm gonna skedaddle.
Move along, skedaddle.
You can skedaddle to your cage. No?
Nope.
You're not going to swear now, are you?
Okay. I got everything off of here.
What? Where are you from?
Got
No, you're not from F
here.
off. You're from Wickford.
Here's how small that little camera is.
Snooze with less.
Yeah. Yeah, she's small. Eh?
It's like the size of a dime,
I get shut this.
the lens.
can you put in this? No.
Well, we still got 18 people watching.
Paul,
Yeah.
you could be on 24 hours a day. You'll still have around about 20 people watching all the time.
Why?
I don't know. Just seems to be that thing, doesn't it?
Well, since Paul is the host, I can't end it, but whether we want to or not, don't know. What do you guys all think? Are you pretty much all done? Justin is. I think he's had it.
Good, just whenever.
Yeah, William. Hey, Paul, make me host. We're gonna end it, buddy.
Okay, sounds like a plan. You gotta go up and play with my trains, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, where is the button? Make host, I guess. Change it to Paul Murray. Yeah, okay. Go.
Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. Thank you to Paul and everybody on the
Bye.
panel.
Yeah.
We'll see all of you again tomorrow, right,
See you
Paul?
tomorrow.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Okay. Yep. Good night, Justin. Hey, take care.
Get out. See you there, JD. Everybody in the chat. Tim
Yep.
DeFly, Edward, everybody. See ya. Yeah.
Thanks to everybody. Yep. Good night.
Okay, see you guys.
Catch you later.
I'll see you in the morning, Paul.
Thanks, Bill, for coming in.
No, bye.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.